welcome into a Saturday night Pop Blender Unfiltered number 60 dose. I know that's not how they say it. Is it 60 dose? I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I didn't know I was in yet.
Oh, you're fucking in. We went raw, baby. We went
60,
all in.
What are we talking about? 60 what?
6'7", 6'9".
Oh,
I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's Saturday night. We're hanging out, and I got to work tomorrow morning. I picked up a shift because I missed several early this past week due to the ice and snow and the winds that blow, and so yeah, man, I figured, hey, you know what? Saturday night would be great because tomorrow I might have to stick around for a little while at work. So I figured, hey, why push it? Why worry about it? I brought my friend, obviously, you know, war chest full of freaking toys. Gonna hang out with me tonight for a little bit and go over some good videos. I got some funny videos. I've got some good stories. We got some action figures to take a look at that a lot of you have probably seen, but if you haven't, we're going to look at them because you and I have had a couple conversations about Motu and the movie figures. So we'll take a peek at those. Star Wars AI. I wanted to watch a couple of creators' videos with you and with the chat and just kind of see what you thought about not necessarily the state of Star Wars, because I think we all know, but I kind of wanted to see if you had seen some of these and just look at them and critique them a little bit. I think they're great stories, but just maybe critique them and figure out where AI is kind of in this kind of deal. I think, you know, as we get into it, I think unfortunately it's going to be up to the fans to save Star Wars, I guess, which is really sad.
Yeah.
But the hell was that? Oh, so anyway, so that's kind of it, man. I got a few odds and ends, bits and bobs that I kind of want to go over, but I figured, you know what? It's Saturday night. Have you hang out with me. Everybody's cold, right? So how's your weather? We don't have to take too long on it, but how's
not too bad, man. Today I think it was like 12 or 14.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, the normal.
That's no big deal.
Yeah. But
well, I know that in the region, not exactly, but in the region, I've seen some football games in January that have been played up in that area, so to speak, kind of, sort of. And, yeah, it gets cold. It gets snowy. It gets shitty.
Yeah. Ours is mostly like, it's like all ice now with like powdered snow over the top of it at this point.
That's our shit. Yeah, that's our shit, man. It started flurrying today. Bunch of bullshit. Didn't add anything, didn't take away for anything. It just was it, right? Or I think maybe it's yesterday. I don't know. They're starting to run together, dude, because down in my part of the world, there's like 50,000+ people still without power.
Yeah.
So when you've had no power and you don't really, it's like you kind of, things run together. If your work is closed and shit like that. And I've had that for a few days where I'm like, what the fuck is Friday? It's like, no, it's Wednesday, or vice versa. And today was one of those days when I got up because I was thinking, oh, it's Sunday. And then it's like, no, fuck me. So anyway, hope the chat's doing pretty good, man. I'll flip through a few folks, people jumping in, jumping out. I know this was a little off the cuff, I guess, and not the normal night, but Joe Fan 84 is here, and I already know that chair he sits in. You've heard about this chair, haven't you, dude?
Nah.
Oh, you don't know about the famous Joe Fan 84 chair?
No, I don't know nothing about it.
That chair is like, if you sat in a nice recliner and you started to doze off, and then Freddy Krueger came out of it and he just sucked you into the chair, like you just disappeared in the chair. That's what it's like. That's what happens to him. The beginning of the stream, he's like, "What's going on, y'all?" And then about 2 hours later, he's like, "I just woke up." It's the damn chair. So I think I've seen it. I want a great picture of it though. I want a great picture. I want to share that chair. That was unintentional, folks. Menjoza's in the house. What's up, Menjoza? Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Joseph?
Turk Murphy. Um,
Yep.
Turk, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Yeah, only flurries. Same here. Pre-ordered Lifeline. Okay, I can jump right in it then.
Miss me with that one.
Oh wow,
I'm good.
we might get into a little bit of talk about some Joe stuff, a little bit about where you're at with it, and maybe where I'm at with it also. And of course, I've had a lot of conversations with my cuz about this stuff, man. I talked to him a little while ago, and so let's see. I mean, look again, off the cuff. Anybody rolls in, you get the notification, drop in, holler at us, hang out. Go back to watching videos or Wonder Man. And speaking of which, look it. Have you seen Wonder Man?
I have not. Not at all. The only thing from Disney I think I watched was my girl likes to watch Percy Jackson, and now I like watching Percy Jackson. And we watched that, and I was like, all right, cool.
The new one?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard good stuff
series.
about the new one. And I think Matthew was talking about it the other day. We didn't go into depth about it, but he was talking about, I think, watching it with the family.
Yeah.
If he shows up, he can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, he was watching with the family, and he liked it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I saw that first movie, and after that,
yeah, I saw the the Lightning Thief, or whatever the other one was.
Right. The Olympians, Percy Jackson, and the PED Olympians, and so I don't know much about it. I don't know much about the lore, but the show is pretty good. I mean, how many episodes, or is it a
2 seasons? I think there's 20 or 22 episodes.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'll take that all day.
It's been solid, man. It's been solid. In fact, the guy that plays Percy Jackson, I'm kind of surprised that, like, and it's just, my brain. I was like, he would have made a great Prince Adam, and kept him younger,
You and I have talked a lot about the choices with the Motu movie.
Yeah.
And I know the other night you had a lot of comments, man, coming in, pretty strong, and that's okay. I like that.
Yeah. For me, it's like, I know I'm going to go watch it, and I know I'm still going to enjoy watching it. It's going to be, it'll be fun, to watch. It's just like some of the creative decisions they made. I'm just kind of like, why? It's like the same thing on anything. And not everybody's going to be happy. Some guys will be pissed. Some people won't. It's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're a dedicated, super hardcore fan, then there's probably going to be a lot of bullshit, right? Like, there's going to be a bunch of bullshit that probably, pisses you off. But
the one thing that irritates me the most, like on any franchise or anything, we wait a long time for the movie. Like, I mean, everyone has. And I think the thing that irritates me is when people are like, well, I'm going to support it anyway because that way we'll get another one. I'm like, well, if it's shit, why do you want to watch it?
I said that the other night, man. Graf, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I said that the other night. I said, look, people are like, oh, well, I had the same critique you did on Motu, was that, dude, if they'd have switched actors, and look, I get it, it's Hollywood, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But I think this is something they used to do. I could see this happening back in the 80s, where they had a young protagonist who then grows up by a lightning flash or a superpower.
Yeah.
And I can totally,
motherfucker.
I mean, you're right. Yeah. Well, actually, good example, because that's a new example that you could use that is like, yeah, it can work. Now, not in the second movie, but it can work. So we had the same critique. I'm like, I think when they move to He-Man, get a fucking bodybuilder, get somebody who's fucking huge, pick the right person for the job. You don't have to swap them with fucking whomever. No. But my point is that the if you're gonna do that, younger, and then when he switches to He-Man, just like the cartoon, is a completely different look. I mean,
Well, technically, they're no. I agree with that, but like in the comment when he holds up the sword and he's like, "Proud, proud of Grayskull." Technically, he only changes clothes. I mean, he really does.
yes,
In
actually,
the
you're
cartoon.
right. You're right, but I think it's the out. I don't know if it's the outfit. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
the demeanor beforehand because it. And of course, look, we haven't fucking seen it, right?
His voice changed.
Okay,
He goes from feminine Adam to masculine He-Man.
you know that, right? I mean, it does do that, and so it's one of those things where it's like something, some kind of
Yeah.
just little difference.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, look, back in the day when they made the cartoon, they hired wrestlers, didn't they? Have bodybuilders rather,
Yeah.
and they did the whole like what's it called where they trace them. Matthew probably jump in here and be like, "You stupid motherfucker."
Rotoscoping?
Rotoscoping, right? And they kind of trace the bodybuilders, and I think that it was to me
Rotoscoping's an interesting subject too.
it is, and I
In
have a
general.
guy. I have a guy I'd love to bring on. Okay,
Yeah.
his I've got his Instagram stuff like that. He works on CGI in Hollywood and other projects, and he would be fascinating to have on about rotoscoping and CGI
Yeah.
in particular. But yeah, my point is I think like Graf says, if he was cut.
Hmm.
If he was cut, it'd look better. The outfit to me, when he is He-Man, doesn't.
Yeah.
I just think that it's like he needs to be bigger
Yeah.
at that point, and that's where I think it's maybe the other actor come in. Look, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I get it.
And it's really hard to hide it because there's no muscle suit like the other
No,
superheroes getting shit. You know,
you
it's
are
muscle.
you yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. He doesn't have full sleeves. He doesn't have full all the way down. So you're
Yeah.
right. There's no way to hide it. I guess it's wishful thinking.
Yeah. But ultimately, when you look, so I mean, we know that like for the most part through the movie, it's going to be Prince Adam until he
Right.
finally kicks in the nuclear option and becomes He-Man at the end of the movie and whoops ass. Possibly. I mean, we really don't know. But for that amount of time, for the movie to only have He-Man, when Ryan Reynolds was in that last movie, that player or not player one, but One Extra Life or whatever the hell the name of it was.
Oh,
He-
Ready Player One.
no, that was the Spielberg movie. He was in some other one where
No,
he
no.
was
Okay,
like an
never mind. Yeah, yeah.
NPC that gains intelligence or whatever. But he had Captain America's shield, and the big muscular dude pounded the shield. And Chris Evans
Oh,
was in the movie, and he was like, "What the fuck?" because he had his shield. But they took a full size bodybuilder, and they put it like a green screen mask over his head, and then the bodybuilder filmed the whole scene, and then they CGI'd
wow. Okay.
Reynolds' head right over him, and it looked amazing. They could have
Yeah.
done the same thing. It just like it's like what an interesting creative decision, I guess, for me to if I really wanted to say it, what a creative decision.
No,
So
I
you know,
I
but
agree.
again, I will also say this: can you fire up the trailer?
I'm about to. I
Oh
actually
yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll
have it
mention it
pulled
whenever
up.
we get to it. Then
I have it pulled up, and so because we're sitting here talking about it, it wasn't even really on the docket except for the figures. But I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's dig it up. I know people have heard it, but hey, what the
yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Free Guy. That was the
Free guy.
right
That's
Free
what.
Guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me shorten this up a little bit and bring this over on because that'll make it a lot better to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, full screen. All right, so let's take a look. I'm the copyright master as we say hello to Three Star. It is Sunday already.
Is it?
No.
No. I'm like, I don't know what time it is.
I know. I
Bedtime
know.
stories.
So I don't care too much. We can listen to whatever.
Magic
but,
swords can make a man as mighty as a god.
That's interesting. The way that sword looks like it's made out of crystal almost.
right.
Is real.
Okay. Matthew and I talked about this the other night. I like the fact that he's been sent away. I like the fact
Yeah.
that he's a nerd as fuck, right?
Yeah.
He's into this stuff. He's keeping these drawings up. He keeps drawing the sword. Obviously, you see it on the screen.
Yeah.
there. I think it would have benefited if he was a little younger.
When they sent him back, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That way he doesn't know whether it's real or whether he just dreams it all the time, or, whether it's part of his reality or not, or,
Yeah, it's just but I do appreciate this. I like this
Yeah.
little take on it. I'm cool with it. It's almost the
Graph.
not the fish.
Movie will heal the world.
Well, it's it's gonna it's gonna save lives.
It's gonna save
You
lives.
know that, right? It's gonna save lives. It's literally gonna save lives. Like every Marvel movie, right? Every Eternals. It's because someone's gonna be able to relate, right? Because they see themselves on the screen. So, but that's great, right? And I do love this one too. Yeah, give me the appropriate costuming, and we're talking business. Although she does look good in this trailer, and whatever, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's a change near the end.
We know all about the real claptrap.
We do. We do know all about that claptrap. Okay, so yeah, whatever. I'm into this. I dig this look.
Yeah.
Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you.
I mean, so far so good. What are your thoughts on how long he's been on Earth, or bringing the fight to Earth? Because that's what happens. We see it in the trailers. Obviously.
Yeah, it seems like they finally find out how to find him. Or maybe whenever he gets a hold of the sword, it does something.
I think you're right. I think it's when they figure out how to find him and they come to Earth, and then he has to say, no, I got to save these people. Like, we got to get out of here.
When we first got the pictures of him in the pink shirt, a lot of us all had the same idea, is that if they're coming to Earth, then she probably sent him and the sword to Earth to protect him, to keep him away from Skeletor or whatever. Yeah. For whatever reason, she sent him back to Earth for safety reasons.
Do you think that the sword that's in the comic shop
No, I do not.
Is the actual sword? You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Wonder. I do wonder if that was like, no one knows what this sword does. No one knows what it is. Let's just, like we'll do that. We'll put it in the comic shop, and then just by him just delving into and looking into, he somehow is able to dig it up. I do think that'd be kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it is.
Otherwise, what's your alternative? That's on Eternia?
Yeah.
And no one's been able to... I guess. I guess it's just one of those things. It's either there, or somehow no one's been able... Skeletor hasn't been able to find this thing all this time. Interesting. But anyway, okay. So I know there's a couple comments here. Let's go ahead and move forward.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
All right, what do you think about that?
I almost want to think that if he's putting pictures out of the sword all over, asking people if they've seen it, maybe somebody made a copy of it to get it to draw him out.
I also wonder if this is a bit misleading with this chick here, and maybe she's someone who is there to watch over him, sent from...
Oh, that'd be a good one. Or she could just be a nosy bitch that works for the IRS.
Well,
it is tax season.
We do know them to exist. But that would be a cool twist, right? Is that she was sent, and then he happens, she makes sure he gets the job. She works in the same place, and
keep an eye on him.
Not a bad plot point, that's something that I think would be kind of interesting, is that he finds out all of a sudden. But anyway, maybe that's not the he-him shit and all that kind of stuff. Look, if it's a dig, if it's a cut at all that crap and whatever, I'm okay with that. You guys know I'm okay with that, because I think that shit is fucking mental health problems.
You don't even have to ask me.
No, I don't. But would it be cool if it was a dig? Yes, I do think it would be, especially considering your target base and your fandom that's going to see this age group and everything. But I I guess we'll find out. We'll see if it's just they make it part of the thing really quickly, and that's it. They move on, right? I just, they show these things in trailers for a point. I mentioned that a week ago, and the other day, last Sunday with Matthew. There's a reason why you show the nameplate, right? Like, you don't show that nameplate in a He-Man trailer unless you're trying to emphasize the he dash part, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of a wink, nod kind of
Yeah,
thing.
because it didn't say he, man.
It doesn't make me not want to see the movie, and you're right. No. It doesn't say he, man.
No, we're good, man. I'm not even worried about that.
Oh, no, I'm not really either. Whoa, there's no name attached to this.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
What do you think about the sword, man? Looks good?
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Looks good. Not a big fan of him jerking it off here in a minute.
The voice when he says, "It's mine," he sounds like a little girl when he says that. I was like, what is that voice thing?
Clint, how you doing, man? Clint Jorgensen, good to see you, buddy. He says, I'm 18 minutes behind real time, but I still hope that everyone has seen that Take That documentary on Netflix. Heard about it.
I've not seen it.
Sir,
what
you
is
can't do that.
See you in 18 minutes.
Sorry, the sword's mine.
I feel like that right there, the graphics on that look like trash.
So I mentioned, okay, everybody has a different opinion about that, and I get it. I fully understand. I agree. Yeah. Now, I did also mention the fact that there is some time to clean this up, right? They've got 6 months or whenever the release date is. What is it? It's May or June. So there's time to clean this up a little bit. And what I'm going to try to do is have my buddy Morty on to talk about that and ask him, like, what's the realistic... I think it'd be a very interesting conversation. He does do CGI for stuff in Hollywood, and he does major stuff. Like he did the most recent Welcome to Derry. He does all kinds of stuff. He knows a lot of the big producers and stuff like that. So I love to have him on, and if anybody's interested in that, man, I think it would be fascinating to have him comment, especially on recently where they don't give these companies that he works for or freelance artists enough time to finish the shots because they changed the shots last minute, and then all of a sudden we complain like we do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, fuck, I had 6 weeks to do 600 VFX shots, like shit like that. Like it's pretty insane. But 3 stars looks fine. 4 months away. I mean, I think there's time to clean it up, and some people doesn't matter.
To me, it looks like something off the Sega Genesis CD.
Okay.
I'm just like, are we playing Sewer Shark? Like, what's going on here?
Sewer Shark. How about what was it? Rage Dudes or Bad? Fuck it. I know Streets of Rage, obviously.
Streets of Rage.
Bad Dudes with Attitudes. No, I was kidding. Okay, here we go.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
I think a lot of people miss that shot right here. I think coming into the castle, obviously we get the long shot. We see some stuff. I think a lot of people kind of miss a lot of. Number one, you kind of miss this shot. Okay, so here we go. I agree with you. Any Easter eggs in here? This was the one thing I wanted to try to stop on. Was this?
When he throws his head back.
No, this right here, because you can see, like, isn't that the sorceress? Down at the right here in the middle, beside.
Oh yeah. No, that's what it looks like.
Okay, right. That's the sorceress. So we kind of get, the words obviously, but then look up there.
Mm-hmm.
What is that sculpture up there above the Y and U and the O?
It's another skull. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
So
Skeletor.
that's
you know,
interesting.
Reference or
Right. That's
Grayskull, who
interesting.
knows?
Could
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
and then we kind of get our introduction to the cast, right? What do you guys in the chat think about this particular shot here? Does anybody have a problem with this? Do you have a problem with
When the whole platform.
Fisto?
I don't have I'm before we even get to the guys, like when the platform lowers down, it just looks really rendered cheaply. It just
So does anybody ever do this on YouTube videos other than like Matthew where he puts it at ×2 speed? Did any of you guys ever go like this direction and go backwards so you can actually... Does anybody ever do that? Because that actually allows you to really get a good look. What do you guys think? Shane, Same Time Toys, what's going on, buddy? What do you guys think about this platform dropping right here? It is a little difficult to listen to because obviously it slows down the sound effects and music and everything. So... what is that? Does that look good? I mean, I think that looks fine. I think it looks fine. I don't have a big issue with it. It is
the color and everything on Cringer is so fucking wrong that
it's desaturated, isn't it?
Yeah, super desaturated, and it looks like like if you had high ISO on a camera, it just looks pixeled out. It just doesn't look good. Plus, it's an environmental thing too with me. Like the ship comes down, drops the thing, they land, then the ship takes off, and there's no wind blowing anybody's hair. There's no, it's a big, powerful ship that just lowered down.
Okay.
There's these elements that are just missing that add so much drama and story to it. Like,
great point.
Yeah.
Great freaking point. You're right. And the thing of it is, I think because we're so you just accept it now because it's part of movie and television show making. When it used to be not the norm, then it either stood out or it looked really, really good. And because it was something so that you hadn't seen before, then you really were just amazed, right? You're like, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. Now that we've had the ability to get used to it.
Yeah, sit and watch it.
You don't realize little things like you just mentioned, which add a whole shit ton to a scene, to a moment, or whatever. Dude, no, you're totally right. Like, we'll look at it again in slow motion. I'll turn the sound down because it does sound weird. But in slow-mo, if you look at the hair, let's just see, because you're right, this is a big ship. It's dropping them off. There should be a lot of almost like a vortex, right? Of wind
and it's not even landing,
that
so
landing
it's
pad.
Pumping out power, to stay afloat. It just seems odd.
So let's see. Let's just see if we notice any kind of.
See now, and then backtrack real quick, and then watch how the dust flies up in front of it, but nobody's hair moves or anything else.
Damn.
There's like a little bit of CGI dust. See that?
Yeah, I almost kind of wish I had sent Morty a text because I think he would have, dug this.
Where'd the platform go? They were just standing on.
Yeah, they don't step off. Now, for the sake of a trailer, I'll give them that. For the sake of a trailer, we need to chop this up. But I do think this trailer should have had this scene and then cut this part out of it.
Yeah.
Or you show the ship landing, and then instead of the lift coming down, you just show this. Right? Yeah, the hair moved, but it's not. All right. I mean, if you really look at it, like, yeah, his hair's moving a little bit. You do see Cringer, Battle Cat. I don't know what form he's in here. He's fucking green. But you do see his hair kind of moving a little bit, right? And the shirt.
The shirt pops up a little bit there.
The shirt pops up a little bit. Other than that, her hair is really not moving. I mean, look, again, not a big deal, but when those things are added, I do think it adds a little extra zhuzh to the shot.
Somebody forgot the leaf blowers that day.
You might be right. War Chest wants the special effects Oscar cut for the first trailer. Yeah, look, I think it's valid. It's also something that that I have heard from somebody else. You know, maybe they will get a special effects cut.
If I was the director and they made me cut a trailer because they wanted to get something out,
this is the first trailer, by the way.
I'm like, guys, why can't we wait till Super Bowl? Like, why can't we just wait till Super Bowl? You know, like, and they wanted to put it out this quick. I'd be pissed because first impressions are everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I want people when they watch this to go, fuck, like, I gotta go see that. Right. And then when they drop something like this, I was completely underwhelmed.
So I liked this trailer fine. I think there's certain parts of it that I like. There's parts of it I don't like, and I'll review those parts after we finish kind of digging through it here because it's almost over. But I kind of liked the first teaser that was 20-something seconds long.
Yeah,
I liked that more so because of the messaging of it and what it was trying to tell you about the movie. And this one shows us more, but I think I liked the other trailer more. So, you know, there's two different things, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Graf says, can we take a moment to notice that Grayskull is in the background of the shot? You need to look away from Tila's bum, but Grayskull is there. Yeah, dude, trust me, I've already looked at it. I've already looked at it. Yeah, an attorney of the hair is plastic. I mean, look, it's not the worst thing in the world, obviously.
No, it's not the worst.
You know, but I tell you, if I can bring my buddy Morty on, we'll go over it, and I'll ask him, you know, what do you think about this shot? You know, and he'll be honest, I would assume. So, but yeah, this is just obviously one out of many. And much of the trailer, as I said earlier, I do like. So turn it up. For copyright purposes, let's see. I already changed the freaking playback speed. Come on, baby. There you go. All right.
What am I supposed to do?
What do you think about the slow motion walking?
Way overdone, but I mean, you see it all the time. So
It is cliche, but it is one of those things that people do like.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Right. You know, it's like men. You know, men never run from an explosion. They just walk from the explosion. What do you think about this?
Dude, I was really surprised how they did Skeletor. I was really surprised. I'm totally happy with it. I think it's cool. I expected the movie to have kind of a cartoony feel and not take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, you were gonna, I guess, like, whenever I watch Ragnarok, I always kind of knew that from that point, we could totally do Masters of the Universe now. Like, we absolutely can. And it can have a little bit of comedy to it as well as be a full-blown action film. And I think Ragnarok really just kind of solidified it with me that could actually be done.
Okay. I get that. I mean, I like that take. You know, look, I saw Ragnarok at the theater at the time. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, going back and watching it again, I do. I didn't realize it at the time, but also wasn't maybe as educated or B know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that movie for Thor is a humiliation ritual.
Absolutely.
It is meant and designed to literally make him look like a fucking idiot.
and Helmsworth wasn't even being Thor anymore. He was just phoning it in, like it was just a joke.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, if you just go back and look through the scenes, and it's like, every scene is made to make him look like a fool. To make any of the jokes, really, and obviously even when Tessa Thompson's character, Valkyrie or whatever, steps out of the ship she's in, and then it talks to him. It's like a humiliation ritual, and you can count them. You should have a ding.
Oh yeah,
counter.
yeah, no, for sure.
Right. And then Paula, 1966, and I love it, says, hello, I have a question for you and your friend. Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? Interesting question. And I got to be honest with you, would never have come to my mind. What do you think about that?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No. I think his delivery is kind of always the same. Even as John Wick, like when you see him do the everyone keeps asking me if I'm back, or he just has a hard time delivering fucking just pure anger. Like I think for that character, that dude's spun up on it. That's what gives him his power. So,
it's I think I agree with you on the delivery.
Yeah.
I think, and I love the guy. Absolutely love the guy. He for a Hollywood actor, he embodies,
oh yeah, no, he's a nice dude.
Right. Well, it just he embodies that thing where he's old school, right? Yeah. You've got this new school of actors coming up. We look at Keanu as kind of like that not savior is the wrong word. He's somebody who reminds you of when you really looked at actors as really something special and watched them on The Tonight Show or Letterman or whatever. And he's from that era still. Mm-hmm. I like a lot of his movies. I would have to probably agree with you just from his delivery style.
Yeah.
And now, I ain't gonna lie to you, Paula. I want to see some live action Revan.
Yeah,
I am all about that life. I want all of
I
that.
do too. Yeah.
And we're going to look at some Star Wars AI here in a little bit. And there is one that has Darth Revan talking to Anakin, which is pretty interesting. Not all AI Star Wars creations are equal. Let's just put it that way. Exactly. And they've squashed a lot of them. Let's see here. And then I've heard that Abeloth. Now, do you know about Abeloth by chance with Star Wars or not?
I heard Abeloth might be coming to Ahsoka season 2. I did not hear that.
So that is somewhat being set up as the big bad for Ahsoka season 2. Yes, it's a. Do you remember the Mortis arc from Clone Wars by chance? Mm-hmm. Okay, it is involved in the Mortis arc. Yes, and Paula puts it here. I was getting ready to get into it, but actually, let's see. There we go. I'm more than happy to let you put that in there, Paula. Is that Abeloth is the mother of the Mortis gods from the Clone Wars? So at the end of Ahsoka, if you remember,
I thought that was the voice of what was leading them anyway.
Well, that's somewhat the speculation. You saw, and forgive me because I was not a biggest fan of Ahsoka, although I did love Ray Stevens' character.
Yeah.
And he unfortunately passed away. They have recast him with the actor that played the Hound in Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And like those names are at the tip of my tongue, but because we're not talking about them yet, I'm like, holy shit. Okay. Rory McCann. So anyway, point being is that at the end of Ahsoka season 1, they have hinted or basically are saying that's kind of where the direction we're going. And so I'll be curious. Yeah, I'll be curious for sure to see. And Darth Jar Jar will probably be 99% of the fan-made AI features. And we're going to get into that too here in a minute. Okay, so let's finish this up here. Skeletor.
Take this one. You protect them.
All right, let's take a look. Now that was a lot. I know we kind of played
Yeah.
through a lot. I know many of you have seen, like I know you have. I know you've watched this many times, heard your favorite creators talk about it. So I didn't want to sit there and just pause every individual scene. We did see some characters in there though that kind of flash past us on Earth in particular, right? Let's see. So let me just bounce it back just a tad, and let's take a look. We'll take a look at some of these in half speed, so you guys can get a decent look at some of these characters. And then I want to look at Prince Adam turning into He-Man. All right, let's take a look. We got our Skeletor. I think he looks great. I agree with you 100%. I love this look. Turn it down a little bit because it's going to sound really weird. Okay, so that was one character we got. What do you think about the look here with the spikes and everything?
Spikor and Fisto. Yeah, they look cool, man.
And then let's see here. Yeah, Fisto giving that. Look, nothing surprising here. Nothing crazy here.
No.
I like this. I like this.
Slow that down back to Trapjaw. I still haven't seen like a full frontal.
That's what. Well, look. I
mean, it looks like he's wearing a Blue Man guy suit.
I'm a fan of the full frontal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I like the full frontal.
I am a huge fan. Okay, so let's take a look quickly. Okay, so Prince Adam.
Yeah.
I have no problem with this. I think this looks good. The pink shirt. Obviously, great homage. This dude, this is a good-looking guy, and he's built. He's buff. He looks great. We'll get to it when we get to it. All right, from the back, Trapjaw. He's swinging the arm here with the claw or the hook. All right. Isn't this the Dune copters?
Where?
Right.
Kind of, yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah, very much so.
Like this.
Beastman looked badass though. I do, even though its color's kind of off.
Yeah, Beastman looks great. Okay. Let's see. And obviously this is taking place on Earth. People are running away.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so here we get Evil Lynn, right? And Tila. I can't really tell. Is she in some kind of battle armor right here?
No, she's just wearing that little
Is she still wearing the...
movies.
Yeah, okay.
She got her Buck Rogers costume on.
Yep. Evil Lynn looks good. I mean, I'm good with the
I think it looks like she's got white hair too. Like they're actually showing her hair. Yeah, there you can see it.
Yep.
My thing, like with the, and you've heard me say this before, is whenever they cast these women that are supposed to be warriors and stuff like that, and I know that they can't, like nowadays they can't put pressure on them to work out and get sized up, but man. It just, for me, like even Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I'm just like, man, she's supposed to be an Amazon. She's supposed to be swole, man. She should be CrossFit, And like when I see these girls, do these roles and they look like they just, came in and, they just don't look like they're in that kind of battle ready, battle hardened shape or anything like that. It kind of lose the illusion of it.
Man, you know. Especially after Me Too in particular, let's just call it what it is. All these guys in these films, in the Marvel films, taking their shirts off. You even have scenes where women turn around and they look and they go, "Ooh, ha!" That does happen. But you're right. These guys are buff for a lot of these action scenes, but you do see so often in the last few years that the women are not
at all
bulked up. Now, some people will go back and they'll look at Tila's arms and they'll say, you know, what are you talking about? Like that's, you know what, you know, she's buffed up. Let's see here if I can find a little quick shot. Probably not a good one, to be honest with you. There you go. So, but in reality, and you mentioned this to me the other night.
Yeah.
About Terminator 2 in particular.
Yeah.
Right? And the fact that the role of Sarah Connor at that time, she needed to be buff. She spent time in mental facility. She worked out all the time, right? Getting ready for the oncoming war.
Yep, always prepared for war.
It truly is. I think nowadays you look, and you're right, it is. Look, I'm not going to say double standard, but I don't think they can ask these ladies to bulk up. I think it would be looked at as how dare you, and I'm going to do the role the way that I look at the role. Now, some of the actresses or actors will look at it and say, this is what I need, right? Like, this is what the role needs. And they don't have to be asked. But every casting has notes for what the character's supposed to look at when they are going to do casting. What's that?
No, just sitting there like, because I've had conversations like with some of the guys. Like, I've been in positions where I've actually been around celebrities a lot. And Christian Slater would go on about like stuff like this, and he would be like, man, he goes, one of the best parts about doing this, he goes, being famous is one thing, making lots of money is another. But he said, we get to do things that other people don't get to do. He's like, if you want to learn how to do a Western and you're going to do some trick riding, or you've never done skydiving, he goes, we get to learn how to do that stuff for the parts of the things we want to be in. And he goes, and we don't get your normal instructor. They hire the best guys in the world to teach us.
Yes.
And so like whenever we were talking a little bit about it, and the guy who played Shazam, the Zachary Levi guy, he was there, and he was talking about it, and he was already cast at the time. This is way back. He was cast in Thor, and he was going to be in the movie Thor. And he was talking about it. He's like, yeah, man. He goes, and even though I'm not on screen nonstop, he's like, no, I get a trainer too. And he goes, and my meals, my training, everything, he goes, to get us ready for the role. He goes, it's going to be awesome. And he's like, I've always wanted to get in shape like that.
Well, like, you see it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Right? And depending on the role, you may have to gain 150 pounds. You may have to gain muscle weight. You may get to lose.
Yeah.
It is part of the gig. I just look, the people listening right now or who may go back and watch this, they know they'll hear me talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
They'll hear Matthew talk about it all the time. You know, the standards have changed to an extent, and the authenticity of the role is what matters the most. And we've seen that's a part that's dropped so much. So I get your point about this with the muscles and at least gearing up, right, and everything. Even the action figures, I think they didn't bulk them up, but they sure gave them a little bit of little zhuzh on the arms. Here is Cringer or Battle Cat. What do you think about that, chat? Is this green enough?
It looks still pixelated a little bit. Like the fur doesn't look quite as real. Look, if you went back to like Narnia and you looked at that, and then you look at how far CGI has come now, that should look a lot more realistic. But again, budgets, getting it out on time, production, you know, how long have they had this thing sitting and it's already been shot? How many reshoots did they have to do? How much things went into this where they're like, guys, we got to get this movie out. It's costing us money every day. We don't have it making money.
And knowing that this is a niche audience.
Yep.
I mean, it just is. We can kid ourselves all we want. We can talk about how popular it was in the 80s. We can talk about the figures and everything. But the realization is this is a whole new generation of people. So the people you're bringing in are the ones who have been fans, the ones who buy the toys still. And yes, you'll draw in some new people. But realistically, like, it is us. Right?
Yeah,
it is us.
And to be honest, like, He-Man's one of those, IPs that's just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like every generation gets their version of it at this point. And
Yes.
Masters of the Universe is really no different. We've had the different Netflix cartoons. We've had the more adult cartoon. We've had, like it just keeps wash and repeat. And then we get the different toy lines as well to appeal to the different people or the different generations as well. So, I hope, and I guess we can kind of already see that they are putting a lot of things for a lot of generations that have waited for a live action movie. And I think that's great, man. And, I have my idea of it in my head of what I think it should be. And then, of course, what we're going to get. So, you take the good, you take the bad, and you just kind of embrace it and go, all right, man, cool. I can see Battle Cat, a live action Battle Cat. This is going to be cool.
Yeah. Either way, I am excited for it.
Yeah.
And I had plenty of the He-Man stuff as a child. But I do. I like it. I like what I've seen so far, even though, going through and critiquing it, I do like what I've seen so far. This is the only part, we'll finish it up here, because man, oh man, look at the CGI on those abs, buddy.
Yeah. So like right here, when he pulls the sword out earlier, because I guess he pulls it out right there when he's in front of Trapjaw, we're seeing the moment where he activates the,
Well, let's look at it, because I don't think he has enough time to do it, because Trapjaw's actually
right on top
attacking
of
him, and it's weird because it happens so fast that it's like, how did he have time to bring that out? And again, I've got it in slow-mo, so I'm not going to bring the sound up, and I got copyright issues.
It's Drax the Destroyer.
Right? Yeah, that's what everybody said the other day, too, or a couple people. I think this is it. I think this is right where it happens. Well,
because it looks like he's in front of he's in the neck of Snake Mountain when he did it before.
I mean, that looks,
So
all that looks cool. This looks great.
Yeah, see, now he's in Castle Grayskull when he hits it the first time.
Right.
Okay, so pause it. Hold on.
I got you.
See, so here's my thing, is he's activating it right now. He's already He-Man.
Yes.
So is he turning the power off, or is there maybe another evolution of He-Man we're going to get to see in the movie, like he gets bigger?
So if we take a look here, quality. Come on, I keep hitting that same one. Go back to normal. Okay. So let me hit up the Trapjaw scene. I want to find it because you and I mentioned this also where they're fighting, and it's like Trapjaw is like. Yeah. I have the power! I think this is I think that it's off a bit because it's a trailer.
Or maybe it's also a shout out to Filmation, because when he holds the power in Filmation, the castle always appears behind him.
I don't, that I'm great with. I think the timing of it, and I think like how it all happens, I'm not sure that ADR right there is on time. I think that's just for the trailer.
It's just
I think so. I think it's just for the trailer.
Gotcha.
I mean, this is great.
It's good to finally see him hit somebody with a sword.
He blocks with the
the
wristbands of life.
Skeletor looks cool as shit.
He does look cool. I dig it. Now everybody's worried about Jared Leto. Now let's.
I'm not worried about his voice because you've kind of probably already heard it with the Joker, the way he laughs.
Yeah, no,
cackling.
Exactly. Yes, thank you. Exactly. It's not. I don't think that's going to really do anything.
No,
I don't think at all.
The bones underneath, like, why didn't they put the crossbones underneath?
Okay,
that would have been bad. That would have just totally made that.
So this came up. Ooh. All right, let's look at this little fight scene in full speed. No, you're good.
I get you babbling.
That's a good pause screen right there.
Yeah,
look
just
at that.
badass.
He's like, I'll give it to you, Skeletor. I'm gonna give it to you.
He's gonna get hemorrhoids with that face. Calm the fuck down.
What do you think about that shot?
It almost doesn't look like the actor at all.
I'm not a fan of this shot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So look, they cast this guy. It is what it is, and it's fine. I'm nitpicking here. I'm just having fun. Broader shoulders, maybe.
Yeah.
A bigger pecs and like you know what I mean? Like I know it sounds dumb, but it.
You expect somebody the size of Reacher.
I just do.
Yeah.
I just do, man. Right? Like He-Man has got to be. Like he's got to be the dude who can't wipe his own ass with toilet paper because his shit is so big. Does that make sense? Like the figures, you know what I mean? He's got to hire somebody to come around and tidy wipey him.
Yeah, no
like
shit.
that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of
He doesn't
shit.
have to be so big that he can't wipe his own ass. But he needs to be decently sized.
Oh, Clint. His legs look like Brock Lesnar's at the Royal Rumble today. Oh, no. That's right. The Royal Rumble was today.
Was it?
I forgot all about it. It's still going on, right? I'm sure it is.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. So let me. I'm so stupid. I can't help it, man. All right, here. Let's finish. Let's do this fight scene.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, June 5th.
Yeah, I like the way they were doing the Skeletor. I got no problem with that.
This trap jaw scene, though, is it from the first?
I don't know if he's in Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain. I don't know what's going on.
Is it the first trailer? Because I just remember it was like he's swinging and He-Man
I don't
or
remember.
Prince Adam. It's like, did he have enough time to do that?
Iris has got some bad hair in this movie. I feel like,
Yeah, kid, bro. He said, "You better pay me $5 million. You better pay me $15 million to wear a hair like this." It's interesting that Skeletor has a snake motif on his outfit instead of the bat and crossbones under the gem. I'm guessing they're going to work to sell more toy variants, so new outfits. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt. Who knows? Yeah.
Let me catch one more glimpse at this outfit.
Snake Mountain looks badass.
Snake Mountain. Let's take okay,
Yeah.
there. Right now, this is not a battle costume.
No.
this is the I mean,
Joe Sucky, man.
it's it's what do you think about the stick? What do you think about the stick?
Curve in it? You mean his gaffy stick with the goat head? I don't know. I mean, it's a creative choice. I mean, it's still the Havoc staff. I mean,
yes.
They changed a little bit. I'm not going to complain about that.
Whatever. I'm not looking for perfection here.
I mean, they already fucked up the rest of the movie.
Okay. I'm looking for. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for.
I do. I think the bat and the skull with the cross, underneath his chest would have looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's it's kind of what I was looking for, but didn't really see it. Okay. Anyway, look, enough time on that. I'm going to go see it. You're going to go see it. That's the bottom line. Everybody in the chat's going to go see it. We know that.
It's going to be the number one movie in the world.
100%. No, I don't know that it is. That's what I'm a little worried about. You said earlier, people.
What's opening up against it?
Let's see. June openings. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see what it's.
We don't have to rush along. June movie calendar. It's we're in 2026, right? So, looking at the domestic. Come on. Animal Friends.
What's that?
Animal Friends. It's Jason Momoa, Ryan Reynolds, Maya Rudolph.
I'm good on that.
That's a. Let's see. That's going to be obviously a animated power ballad, wedding singer, rock star, a song that comes between them. That's Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas, and I've seen trailers for that. Who cares?
Yeah.
So you see, Master of the Universe is June 5th. Okay, bottom line. But it does have some competition. Scary Movie 6, Toy Story 5, June 19th.
Ooh, that would get some
Woo-wee.
At least it's coming out like 2 weeks after, I guess.
Supergirl, June 26th.
Oh, yeah. At least it comes out the end of the month. So it's going to have a strong couple of weeks, but the fall off is going to be crazy.
It could be. I don't think Supergirl's going to get much. Mando and Grogu opens a week or two before. That's right. It will be in May.
So it's got a 2 week before and 2 week after kind of buffer. It might do really good for about 2 or 3 weeks.
It just, it really depends on if it nails that intended audience. And I think that is really the key. It doesn't have to be the best movie.
No.
It has to be entertaining, and it has to.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And, honestly.
Yeah, Skeletor does look intimidating. He looks cool, man.
Look, there's going to be lore changes possibly to this movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
But if they stay true to the spirit, right? The spirit of it, paying homage, which it looks like they're going to do. There's going to be a few little jokes in here. I hope they don't MCU it and have a joke every third scene.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't need it. I know that the show, the cartoon can get into that cycle. But overall, it's like, look, lighthearted to an extent. It's fun. It's a fish out of water or a coming of age story. That's why I said the first trailer really nailed it. And I think that it was a very good description of the film without giving us too much that you could pick apart.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm going to go watch it. Absolutely. I know I'm going to be entertained, even though there's probably some things I think they could have done better. It's a win no matter what for me.
I agree. I think I said that a couple weeks ago whenever the trailer, the teaser came out. I know I did a Unfiltered on I think it was a Sunday night. And it was like, who cares? It's like, hell yeah, it's a win. We'll take it. Unless it's just god awful, and it's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't look that way. And for that, I'm thankful. And
well, they're definitely going to take all the criticism, I'm sure, once the movie hits. Hopefully it does really well and they get a chance to do a second one. And then they feed that dude as many steroids as possible and totally put his health at risk for our entertainment.
Right. No, I mean, I agree 100%.
Bottom line.
Bottom line. And Grass is here, a bunch of trash movies. Masters has number one in box office for months. I think Toy Story is going to.
Yeah, people are going to go. That's a multi-generational movie, man. Yeah, anybody that grew up in the '90s is going to go watch that thing, man.
It's going to be tough, right? Clint Jorgensen says running AI forecasts on how it can make it to 1.4 billion. Toy Story 5 will be a huge blocker and also a huge blockbuster. 100%. And Graph agrees with you too, 100% there. Yeah, the word of mouth for 2 to 3 weeks. I agree. I mean, look, if it's really good, it will find its audience, but it already knows its audience. It's whether or not word of mouth, like 3-Star says, word of mouth will kind of carry it on a little bit longer. And look, we don't know that Toy Story 5 is going to be good.
Yeah, who knows?
It could have a dramatic drop after week 1. Scary Movie 6, I ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that shit at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God dang, man. And I loved
whoever greenlighted that just decided to lose money.
Oh, look.
And why would you put it out anywhere not close to Halloween? That's stupid.
Right. I agree. Disclosure Day. Nobody knows what the hell that is.
No.
But yeah, I think Toy Story 5, let's see. Girls Like Girls. Well, I mean, we all know that.
When's
But,
Hail Mary drop?
Oh no, let's take a look. But what I will say is this: a Project Hail Mary is in March, if I'm not
March,
mistaken.
really? Get it for a spring delivery instead of a 4th of July?
Dude, I cannot wait for that movie.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
God, I can't spell where the shit. There it is. All right. Project Hail Mary. No, I don't want the fucking book. So tell you what, we'll bang out of this and we'll go right to Google. Because
there's not that many movies
things
I'm excited about over the summer at all.
No, not so much.
Masters and Hail Mary are kind of it for me.
Project Hail Mary looks good, but from what I understand, because of the way they did the Alien and the way they've kind of done some things, they've kind of jacked it up a little bit. Is anybody in the chat excited for Project Hail Mary?
3-star. What is Hail Mary?
So what the fuck is Hail Mary? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about right here. It's based
I
on
thought the alien
novel.
looked very strange.
Very strange. Based on a novel. It is the lovely, the talented Ryan Gosling, who we have coming to know in the Star Wars universe, which we'll talk about that momentarily. Who is voicing Buzz?
The only bad thing about Motu also is it hits right when kids get out of school.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the only, as far as vacations go, like most people take their vacations the 2 weeks before the 4th of July or the 2 weeks after.
Yep.
So like that's kind of a window there, kind of a no man's land. So.
Let's see. I kind of want to get off of one tab here and get rid of it. Okay, so I'll share this again really quickly. Project Hail Mary, something I know Matthew's looking forward to as well. As just an overview. Let's see. Science teacher, Ryan Gosling's character, wakes up on a spaceship light years from home with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. Now, we don't know if the film's going to follow that. That's what's so weird about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like from the way they've put this thing out there is that's not what it looks like. It looks like they find him and get him to take on saving Earth. Not saving Earth from the traditional sense. He has to go find a new place to live.
Yeah. Right. And this guy, I guess this alien's dealing with the same deal.
Yes. And so we'll play the trailer. How about that? 3-star, and you can get an idea what this looks like. It looks good. I think it's going to be fun. I'm just, man, I just want something different, right? I want something different than superhero stuff.
Yeah.
Than traditional. I say traditional, but like shitty comedy, right? Yeah. Like just all the shitty movies. So let me share this instead, and you can take a look at this really quickly. The way we go.
Yeah, the trailer looks interesting as shit.
Absolutely.
Is that me?
How many special things change?
I need you to come with us. The sun is dying.
Hey,
I'm a doctorate in molecular biology.
And I ride a bike to work. And it's not for exercise.
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct, including us.
My sheep. I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. So I met him.
So Phil Lord, who's that? Phil Lord and go back real quick. Christopher Miller. They wrote the Lego Movie, the ultra successful Lego Movie. They were and had done Solo. And then just a few weeks before it was done, wrapped, they fired them. Kathleen Kennedy fired them from Solo and hired Ron Howard to come in and take over. And we know
I can only imagine like what that must have been like. And then for Ron Howard to step in and try and clean that mess up.
I mean, and who knows what it was a mess. That's
Yeah.
the thing. We don't know that it was a mess. It didn't align
Yeah.
with Kathleen Kennedy's ideals for what Solo was supposed to be. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, but again, truly amazing. But these two guys are pretty talented from all accounts.
Oh, I met an alien. He's a genius engineer. And if I can't understand what he's saying, he puts on a little puppet show for me and my tiny brain. And you know what? I don't mind it.
His planet's dying too.
Yeah.
We're here for the same reason.
If you trust the Spider-Verse, okay, then if you like the writers,
Back that up. I've not seen this
I
trailer.
mean, hey, listen,
yeah.
buddy. I don't back it up for just anybody.
Back it up.
okay?
Juvenile
You know what I mean?
said back it up.
I gotta get them boots with the fur. All right, let's see here.
No, you can actually see the creature. I hadn't seen him yet.
Oh, you haven't seen this trailer?
No, I haven't seen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they released another one. I got shit to do, bro. I can't sit there and watch
That's
it.
true. There he is. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, hang on. I'll give you a better look. He's hunched over like he's taking a little rocky dump. Let's see.
It's almost like you don't care if I die.
Hang on. Gotta get before that. All right, here you go. There he is. Little rocky dude.
Yeah.
He's made of rocks. His
Gotcha.
name is Rocky.
Am I expendable? It's almost like you don't care if I die. Hold on, you have to talk about it?
The consensus here is that it would be preferable if you did not die.
Thanks, guys.
You're a great scientist, Dr.
So,
Grace.
it is a sci-fi movie. It is a basically him going out to find a habitable place for humanity to exist. Most people, because the deal of it is like they're going to die. So he's leaving everybody behind. He's not. No one on Earth is going to survive, right? He has to like take people or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I know that it's basic. Oh, there it is.
Right
Did
on.
you see that?
Yeah.
And you could hear him too. He sounds like a buddy of mine, R2 Me Too.
R2 Me
Let's see.
It's now or never.
See? Little rocky alien dude.
Yep.
He's all four limbs like a freak. Oh, you're killing me with this song. Oh,
Call it
look
fist
at
bump,
this shit.
by the way.
Fist my bum.
Whoa.
It's fist bump. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. But it could be. All right, so
Mm.
so there you go. So March 20th. I know Matthew's really looking forward to it.
Yeah. no,
and
it's
I'm going to see it in theaters too. 3 stars is Rock Lords
good.
Part
Rock Lord's Part
1.
One. No shit, right?
I have a feeling this is going to be it's tough to tell. Do you remember when Armageddon came out way back in the day?
Yeah.
And you remember when, like, what was it? It was Armageddon. It was
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. You had, right? It was like you'd have 3 movies kind of like that.
Yeah.
Then you'd have another kind like Earthquake or Volcano. Or
Was
some shit
Volcano
like
the same time as that?
It-
With Tommy Lee Jones?
in the ballpark, right? As those types of movies, they kind of had a renaissance for a couple of years there.
What was the other one? They had Volcano, and then the other one that came out too. San Andreas or something.
Yes, that one. Yes, and then you
Yeah,
had the
'cause-
one with the ice where everything
Yeah.
froze over. and
tomorrow or whatever.
Day After Tomorrow.
And then you had the Tommy Lee Jones volcano movie, but then you had the other one with Pierce Brosnan.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. So, I don't know if this is going to be if it's going to be kind of in that thing where we're going to see a lot of Earth. I think we're probably going to see a lot of space and a lot of his relationship or him talking to this alien and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastical. I think the book is quite a bit different than what they're doing with the movie. However, so I think for those that have read the book, that there may be some disappointing moments in it, disappointing parts in it. I mean, that I think for a lot of people who love the books, they generally love it far more than the movie adaptation, right?
I'm just going for the conolingus, man.
Well, you and me both. You and me both. I'm what some would consider a big
Hail
fan.
Mary. I thought that was the name of the. I don't know.
Some would consider a big fan. I'll tell you what I'm a big fan of.
Yeah. I already know.
I just don't know if you actually do, my friend.
I do.
So, I'm a big fan of something, folks, and I gotta come clean. I gotta be honest with y'all. It's one of my favorite creators, and I hope it's one of yours too. Ladies and gentlemen.
Very exciting. I have the first ever siren box. Should we open it? Just tear me apart. I think I have that one on. These are my favorite.
They're my favorite too.
So simple. This one also has a little bow tie because we mean business. And we have one of my favorite pieces. I love a good one piece teddy. The front closure, triangle bralette, another thumb.
This girl.
All yours. You guys.
This girl. Dude, she is just, thirst alert, son.
Oh my God.
She's going to make a fortune off that brand.
You already know it.
And it won't even be publicly traded. It'll all be hers. She'll have it. And look at the boxing too. High
100%.
It's not going to be cheap.
Yes,
100%. She's making a fortune off of her.
It's not even fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
she'll make more money off that lingerie brand than she ever will acting.
God, I hope this thing plays. I really do. Let's see. Is this the right one? I'm always getting sent some amazing stuff, and it's always worth sharing with y'all, because that's just what I do. I did find, however, ladies and gentlemen, for your dog, I did find the juicy stick.
The juicy.
I did find the juicy stick for your puppy only.
You're like, hey, I didn't know you had a dog. I don't.
I don't have a dog. And then some. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. It might have disappeared on me, and I hate that it did. So sometimes the reels will disappear. Okay, like I had a great reel saved. I promise I did.
Yeah.
And when I go to the it's just gone. It's just gone. It's now a different page. It's an Instagram reel, but it goes to a different page. Now, you guys, maybe you can help me. Maybe you know what happens with that. I don't know what happened with that. It's not fair, though. That's what I do know. And so I'm going to have to find it on my own. This is outrageous. You guys make me do. Okay. No, I do have a few stories. And actually, I want to pull up the I do want to pull up the Star Wars AI stuff because I do
right on.
I do think that stuff is really pretty fascinating, man. I'm not gonna lie. And let's see right there. Open, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
I heard that. Having a bad back, it's just a pain in the ass. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at a couple of these Star Wars AI, because I guess my question was, is it gonna be Star Wars AI that kind of reignites the passion for Star Wars for people? Like, is it? It seems to me that Star Wars is dead. We've talked about it. I mean, it's fucking.
I watched that little short one about the Kyber crystal. That was badass.
Okay. Yes.
That was badass.
And a good story. That is a story that's been around a long time. It's considered legends now, I guess, instead of actually like canon. So
Yeah.
it's difficult. Like it's tough to see, or tough to get. Like it doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
But I got a couple of these pulled up, man, that I do think are quite interesting. So this is one of them. You know that Disney, a while back, Disney sent a cease and desist to Google to pull down any creators who were making content using Chat GPT.
Which is insanity, because George Lucas would never do that.
I agree.
I mean, I know he doesn't own it anymore, but still, yeah, dude, he always encouraged fans to do shit like that.
Right. And I think that's where it's difficult, because as an independent filmmaker, I think George definitely tried to figure out ways he could create films and get around the theater system and the movie studio system. And then once he was able to put his own money up, fund his own film, then after that, it's like, okay, I'm in charge. I'll make deals with you guys, but you're not going to tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that was the whole Industrial Lights and Magic and Skywalker's Ranch and Skywalker's House.
I mean, that's how he was able to fund everything. So there's a couple creators. One of them is Star Wars Tales Untold. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at this channel, I hate actually looking at it like this. I want to look at it like a normal, like you look at a normal freaking channel. Yeah, I don't want to know these stats. So 223,000 subscribers. Okay, only 64 videos. So that's doing pretty good. And if you look at these numbers on some of these, 763,000 views, 279,000, 644. I'll go right to videos. This will give us some just in order.
Yeah.
This one here, Jango Fett training the clones.
I have not seen that.
That is a really good one. I'll play this one for you. So check.
You were not made to be like other men. You were made to be better. You will learn discipline before strength. You will learn obedience before glory. You will fight as one. Think for yourselves and stand when others fall. Remember this. You exist to finish the mission. Nothing else matters.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what do we got tomorrow? Wake cycle at 05. Conditioning. Then blaster practice. Again? Yeah. Then tactics. I hate tactics. Everyone hates tactics. And after that?
I will punch you in the face.
hand-to-hand combat, then simulations.
When did these dudes sleep? Shit. I want a hat like that just to freak out the baby.
Squeeze the trigger when you're breathing out.
These clones were not selected for strength.
Then why are they here?
They adapt faster than the others. They learn without repetition. When corrected, they do not hesitate. They adjust. They anticipate failure. Not their own, but their units. These clones resemble you more closely than the rest.
Then they'll need more than standard training.
That is why we chose you.
Damn.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then this is, it's a training exercise. So I'm saying that there's kind of a moral behind
Then
this.
there's a flag. Your objective is to capture it. 100 members from the Cold Assault Division are currently stationed all over the training grounds, and they will defend it. These stun guns won't kill you, but they have been designed to give you immense pain. Trust me, you do not want to get hit by one of these. You might be the elite, but do not underestimate the risks of being outnumbered.
So there's one thing that you'll notice around a lot of these, and it's funny because Graf says like about equal quality acting. It's what's
get
that?
hit by this gun, it'll make you shit your pants.
Basically.
Trust me, you don't want to shit your pants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, you really don't actually want to shit your pants, but I mean, unless you're into that kind of thing. But hey, who am I to judge? So there's a lesson to this as far as teaching the clones, and then this kid learning a harsh lesson, but then it pays off for him in a way.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch those. That was really great.
So this one's pretty cool. I'm going to play a couple more of them. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we got time.
Yeah.
Whatever. But so the thing of it is, though, one thing you're going to notice, okay, we're going to play this one right here, okay, because this shit is fucking wild.
Darth Maul before he gets his legs.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing you'll notice in a lot of these AI created ventures that people do, okay, the creators are talented, and I appreciate the thought. Maybe they know how to use these programs very well. They know how to get out of it what they want. This looks fucking fantastic. Like, that looks amazing.
So my question is, though,
okay,
they're using the character's likeness and the actor's likeness. And even though they're not selling it, they are making revenue off of it from clicks. So that's a curiosity. Like, how do you handle that?
Well, actually, let me go, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they actually are not. I don't believe they're making money off of this. Now, I could be wrong, okay? But I believe they have Patreon, okay?
Gotcha.
And if not, so Disney sent out, let's see here, I'm going to bring it up. That's kind of all the information, but there's more. Obviously, you could dig it up and find more, and I'm going to.
It still doesn't, even if they have Patreon, if they're using this as almost a branding or as an example of what they can do to bring you in to take their Patreon or classes or whatever it is they're selling. They're still using it as a marketing tool.
Right. So let's see here. Star Wars Tales Untold. Are they in trouble? Just give a quick, no. Okay. So, based on recent reports, the AI-focused YouTube channel Star Wars Tales Untold and similar AI-driven channels has likely faced pressure due to Disney's aggressive crackdown. Okay, so they sent a cease and desist to a lot of the AI-generated content. Now, the thing of it is that they were using certain tools. So they specifies a certain tools that the creators were using. They did not target the tools that this channel and about 3 others are using, because there's about 3 or 4 left now. Okay.
Gotcha.
They are at risk, right, for using characters depicted. Now, as far as making money, as far as actually being able to make a living, now you see all these YouTube videos right here that is like, hey, you can't do it. Star Wars Theory is the one, and the thing of it is, for him, is like, he made the Vader fan film. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he's got a monster channel too.
It's over 3 million people. But he's making part 2, but he's doing it in animation because he didn't feel like he could do a good job or do a better job with like real life or whatever. And so he was behind the 8 ball on the AI thing. So his deal with Disney was that even with the Vader fan film, like, he couldn't ask for money to fund it. He couldn't do shit. He could do a Patreon, but like, he couldn't make any money off of it. He couldn't ask for any money to do it. He had to pay for all of it out of his own pocket. And up until recently, he was the only one that had to do that. He was the only one. They supported other creators. They would let them get away with making their videos and putting them on YouTube and like making their own content and all this shit, right?
Yeah, and so they're just going after him because all the shit he gives them.
Yes,
yeah,
they're just going after him, and it is true, 100% true. So nonetheless, they have not gone after this channel, and I got 3 of them, but let's take a look at this one real quick because this is pretty cool. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Maul. I don't know how that brother's supposed to live.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the cartoon, so I know what all happened with it. But that was like, when I was watching that, I was like, nah, I didn't much care for that at all.
I mean, I'm just curious, like, how you supposed to live? Like, your digestive system, you're like,
Well, I mean, I don't know the anatomy of whatever it is.
Zabrak. I mean, I get it. I get it.
But my whole thing is like, there's some things about Star Wars that have changed, things that have really pissed me off in general. But when you get fucking knocked out like that with a lightsaber, you're done. And all these motherfuckers just taking lightsabers left and right and then running around like they didn't get hit. Like whenever, what was it in the
fucking
Obi-Wan series?
Reva gets stabbed.
When Reva gets stabbed, and then the next thing she's running across the desert. Like,
I
what
know.
the fuck?
And people have brought it up time and time again. You know,
dumb.
I mean, hell, Han Solo should have been able to bounce back from that shit.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Even after falling off of that fucking walkway and into the
Yeah, he
abyss.
should have been fine.
Should have found
He
a
should
way
have had
to
him some
to
spider
bring him
legs
back.
rolling around.
Oh, hell no, man. Chasing after Chewie. You know. So yes, I agree with you. I do think that this thing is pretty wild. It is neat. It does kind of show
really
him
cool.
falling into the depths of, like, you know, craziness. He's in a trash heap. He's here for years, you know, rained on and shit. And then, like, you know, pretty neat. I mean, you know.
Yeah, the whole thing looks cool as shit.
Right. So, so yeah, the possibilities, I think, of what you can do. What's happening is Disney obviously is getting, even with some of these short 8-minute things, they look at the numbers. They see the YouTube numbers, and they see that people are excited for this instead of some shit show that they're making.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what's crazy about it. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, the shit is wild, but what people are able to do compared to what Lucasfilm is able to do at the moment, and we know that Kennedy is stepping out.
Thank God, finally.
Right.
I actually had this conversation today with a friend of mine, and we were talking a little bit about it, and he was like, what do you think about Dave Filoni? And I was just like, you know, I don't have anything bad really to say, but the good parts are very limited because I feel like he was mentored by Lucas. That's a fact. But he was mentored under the understanding of the cartoon stuff.
Yes.
And for me, everything he does comes. It's like the difference of watching Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. And then when we were kids, we got the Ewok Adventure or the Battle for Endor.
Okay.
And those shows came off more kiddie and more like the cartoon stuff. They were specifically made for kids.
Yes.
And just kind of like the Skeleton Crew was. And I mean, and I'm cool with that being that, but with Filoni taking the helm on all of Star Wars, nah. I just
I will tell you, I don't even know what it looks like now. I am definitely more of in line with trying to get this shit back up and away from the same old bullshit. And I'm wanting them to jump in and maybe bring some of these people over into the story group, and bring some of these people in to spice up and bring some of this creativity into to Lucasfilm.
Absolutely. That's like my biggest fear is like you watch Andor and then you watch Rogue One and you see what a boots on the ground thought process that all was.
Right.
And how it showed like the dark side of the rebellion and how the rebellion started and the spark and what those people sacrificed in order to give the galaxy a chance. And you watch that, and that's a compelling story. Is it a slow burn? Yes.
Yeah.
But it's setting up a foundation. So now I would like to see the same directors now give us a war movie. Give us lightsabers, give us battles, give us I would love to see like an adult version of that. Like, I don't think anything would make me happier than to see like the director for District 9 do a Star Wars movie.
Man, I dig District 9 too.
Yeah.
You know, there's parts of it. I mean, look, it's tough, right? There's parts of it.
Yeah.
And whatever, but was it Bloomcomp? Steve, oh, God damn it, I can't remember his name. I used to pronounce it all the time because I dug his stuff. But and he's made some interesting stuff like Chappie, right?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, some of that stuff people really don't like, and I get it. I just feel like it's been watered down very badly, and I think the fans regardless of whether you like this or not, regardless of whether like the AI is there, the CGI is there yet, which I don't think it is. I think it is to a point. We can go from Will Smith eating spaghetti, if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
You know, to this.
Yeah.
I think that it is by far like an amazing improvement. But let's see. Yeah, for instance, I'm sorry. I have to show this because I think it's so funny. Is that, you know, this is just 2 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 years from 23 to 25. And how quickly AI has progressed in just eating food.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy actually my brother's really good friends with, and he works for Microsoft and he's in Texas, and he's actually basically he works for the AI division of Microsoft.
Okay,
he's 55 or 54, almost 55, and we were just all talking the other day, like on a Zoom call with a couple of buddies of ours from college, and he chopped in there, and me and him were talking about automations and AI and the things that it's already showing such a major effect on what we do in our other company, and how we had already progressed. We're still building websites and doing all this stuff like we always do, but how me and my partner there, we had broken off from the rest of the team, and we had bought in another agency, and we're doing automations. We're moving forward to get out of anything that could be replaced by AI. And basically we're pushing into a full-blown marketing company with automations. And as we were having the discussion, he was like, you know what, Scott, he was like, 10 years ago, we were starting with this, and we knew the possibilities, and we're like, you know what, in 10 years, you're going to be able to see stuff like the Will Smith stuff. And then he goes, but then 3 years went by, and we're already where I thought we would be at 10 years. And then he goes, when we start looking at all the things AI can do in the medical field, the banking institutions, he said, all the way down to designing, implementing, strategizing. He goes, all of the things that you don't even know what it can apply it to. It's already there.
Right.
So now he goes, I was sitting in my office the other day, and I was like, I was overhearing some of the guys talking about it, and he was like, and they were like, well, in 5 years, he goes, and I'm sitting over there, and I'm going, you mean 2?
Right.
And he goes, so I look at it like this. He's like, I'm 55, and he's like, I already got time against me. And he goes, and for what I do, AI will replace me for what I think will be between 6 and 7 years. My job will be replaced. And then I have to tell myself, you mean 3? And he's like, so what so I'm making plans to move forward in what I'm doing. He goes, and we were talking about it, and he was like, the universal, basically allowance, everyone, they're trying to push for universal payroll, shit like that for
US. Okay. Yeah.
He was just like, they're trying to get that done before the whole collapse. And he goes, and it's going to happen. He goes, because with capitalism and everybody wanting to save money on shit and AI coming through and everything coming through subscription-based services. And he just started like going off on a tangent. And he was like, there's not any companies that aren't going to use it. And he goes, and all of these people are going to fucking be jobless.
Right. Well, it is going to be a major issue, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we were just, not to put the fear into anybody, but like he was just so dead on it. And I know that he's not wrong, because we got ahead of the bull on that one, and
right.
We're moving forward. And like, even now with like my businesses, I'm moving into full on, manual labor things that can't be replaced yet.
Right.
By either automation or robot computer, not in our sector. So like deck building, fence building, siding, putting in window. Anything construction based. Like I'm moving in and pushing the gas on to get established as many areas as I can.
It's obviously like other industries. Yeah, there's certain things that are going to be, they're going to be gone, or they're going to be taken away. Are there going to be specialists? Are they going to be, yes, right? But you go to a car plant, it used to be hundreds of people in there manufacturing cars, and then all of a sudden now you have one person. It whittled it down to where you had a person supervising several people, then you get to a person supervising one robotic station, then you have a person who's supervising 2 or whatever, 3, right? You just keep cutting back. And it's the same thing with a lot of things that can be replaced and reproduced perfectly, right? That's the issue. There's no error involved.
That's right, Too Strong.
Let's see.
Well, that's no joke.
You're right. Now,
those are the kind of businesses you need to get in, get behind, get established.
Right.
Get your numbers up now.
I mean, there are certain ones that definitely cannot be taken over, cannot be replaced, right? And it's a matter of finding what those are. Now, look.
Yep.
For people that are younger, then I'd say there are those options, right? These options were not there when we were coming out of school. And then there's other people who are, let's say 15 years younger than us coming out of school. And it's like people always trying to predict kind of how are you going to have to manage moving over to other skills or something else, right? Because this is coming to an end, or this is coming to an end.
Exactly.
But that in particular, it's really, as quickly as this has happened, man, like, and I mean quickly, it is unbelievable.
And at this point, like, one of the major things that holds it back is a lot of companies they don't trust it yet. Like, some of it hasn't been proven yet. But the minute it does, then you're going to see like mass exodus, and it's going to be pretty rough. And I talk about it like it's just got to hit everybody. Everyone's going to be homeless. That's not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is, like, once you see the push, it's going to escalate a lot faster than you think it is, and it's going to get here a lot quicker than you think it is. Anytime,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, you always think you have time, and you don't. It's just the way.
But it's the same thing though. Right? Like, literally, as far as taking over and it happening quickly and before you know it. And so it's whether, I mean, look, it's cool. I know that I had this conversation with 3 Star earlier about, people talking about images on their streams. Right. Yeah. And it's like, they're AI images, right? AI toys, AI figures, AI, whatever. And some people really like it. They think it's fun, right? And then some people really, after a few times, are like, okay, it's not even real. I mean, it looks cool, but it's not, and so everybody having that opinion. But the bottom line is like everybody's using it, and everybody's seeing it. It just exploded. And now you get in the hands of people who can do shit like this right here. And again, like, I mean, this is, camera work. They know how to prompt it. I mean, look, they didn't build it. It's not their program. They didn't build it. They didn't make it, but they are learning how to use it.
And that's a skill in itself, is like, and that's an incredible skill to get going now, is learning how to prompt. If you know how to like your Mid-Journey, but any of the companies out there, they all kind of have their own little staging of how they prompt, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. But there's certain key ways you lay them in. But the more you know how to do that, the more value you become on the AI market as far as that goes.
So I think that, like I said a minute ago, for us being older, if you are able to try to capitalize and learn some of those skills, that there are some things that you could probably do.
And you make a shitload of money right now teaching people. Well, if you know how to do it and you set up a subscription-based service to teach people how to do it, you make some money.
Right. So I love, this is probably the best one I've found, is the Star Wars Tales Untold. I think this is kind of...
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch some more of the videos on it.
Yeah.
I love that. Whoever did that one with Obi-Wan and Vader having the fight in Star Wars where they reshot all that was incredible.
I mean, this shit right here. I mean, look, this stuff we've seen, it's out of Clone Wars. I think it
looks great.
It looks great. Get people on board. Does it look like animation? Does it look like, a bit, but this does not. I mean, this is definitely, looks about as real, I think, as you can find.
Yeah.
I did want to pull up one.
No, I mean, look at the skin texturing, man. It's crazy.
Let's see. Yeah, the skin texture, exactly. Shadowing,
This guy
stuff
wouldn't
like
let Castle Grayskull look like shit.
Hell no. Hell no. No. And then I'll bring
This
up
guy driving a school bus all day and then coming and doing this at night.
I know, right?
Eating Hot Pockets in his mom's basement.
So then you have some that kind of, for me, they don't go over as well, and I'll show you a couple of them that I've watched. Let's see.
Of this name.
Yes. Does it mean something to you?
You will show me where you found the pilot.
There. I tracked the boy to that hut, middle of nowhere.
Wait here. Kenobi. All these years, here. Clever, old man. You knew I would never return to this place.
You fought in the Clone Wars? I was once a Jedi Knight. Star pilot in the galaxy. That's something here for you.
Man, that's fucked up, Vader. You're busting up an old man's crib. Hey, right?
Now, what I want to say is one thing I've noticed as far as a lot of these shorts, a lot of these movies, they look incredible, and they do. They absolutely look incredible. If you look at them, if there's some of them, as long as you don't pay too much attention, and I mean I'm talking like extreme attention to certain things. But one issue I've found with a lot of them is dialogue. Dialogue is something, getting the cadence right on the acting, the voice acting is so difficult. And as you can see, they've done a decent job with these actors as far as their voices. Let's see here.
We have another stop.
Got another stop.
Right.
We're about to take a trip down memory lane, y'all.
Oh, we about to.
Watch your head.
Obi-Wan must understand I need you.
He died about the same time as your father.
You knew my father?
Forget it.
It's like I'm going nowhere.
Too much of his father in you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I mean, there's little things like that where it's like, all right, I don't know, brother have an asthma attack all of a sudden, but I appreciate. I mean, look, these are some beautiful shots.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about, like I said, style wise, dialogue wise.
Padme, is she safe?
It seems in your anger, you killed her.
God, the whole ending of that movie was so forced.
You talking about Clone Wars?
No, and
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes, it is my favorite of the three prequels, but I agree with you. Unfortunately, it does, and I hate that so much for it. I really do.
That scream, no, just so fucking bad.
So I found one of these AI videos that somewhat helps that. Okay, it kind of doesn't get rid of it. You don't hear it in the video,
right,
but it helps to move past that by cutting it out.
Just cut out the vocal.
But it adds some other scenes in, and I'm looking at my notifications quickly because I did get several. I was very critical of a video.
Yes, I am
I tell you that I do miss the original Emperor hologram where it looked like he had a donut taped to his face.
Yes.
Have you something to say, Lord Vader?
It's the rebels. They continue to evade us, my master. It is frustrating.
Have you learned anything of value?
Only that they're more organized than we believed. I have dispatched probes.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks exactly like it. There is one, like I said, here up on these notifications, because I had mentioned. Okay. So there is one in particular that I was not crazy about, and it has Luke. Or not Luke. It has, I believe, Vader. Let's see if I can find it really quickly, because it reminds me of great looking imagery. Okay, great looking imagery.
Yeah.
But just terrible, just terrible dialogue. It's very. I described it as like, I think I described it as twink. It's like very twinky. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Oh well. We'll take a look at like one more.
I sent you a chat.
All right. He is a walking CPAP for sure.
Yeah, he is.
And I can see why people enjoy this. I can see why people love this. I mean, I can see why people buy into this because it's giving them a different point of view. See this kind of stuff here. Oh, hang on. There we go. There it is. So people are seeing Anakin confront his older self. You're seeing an older Anakin confront the ghosts of the children.
He should confront the actor when he gets out of prison.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Star Wars ruined that dude's life.
It did. And then you see the kid who didn't get to actually play it, who was really fucking good.
He was really good.
Yes, and you miss out on that one. He was the one that was very charismatic and like just killing it, and somehow they decide to go with your boy here. I actually have video.
I killed the Jedi.
Of another great actor.
No one can kill a Jedi.
Contraire, mon frere.
Oh, absolutely. If you learned how to really do this, a lot of these Star Wars, I think this is what people are flipping out so much over. A lot of these shorts have sweeping music and they have these huge swells and they have these emotional backbeats of these videos, these backbones. And so people are like, damn, this has no identity politics. It doesn't have any bullshit. Okay?
Right.
Which is what people have been fed by Disney, and they still look at these and think this is a threat. Like, why do they think these AI videos are a threat?
Yeah.
Do they think that people are only going to watch these 8-minute videos and they're going to just totally never watch Star Wars again?
I think ultimately it's no different than I don't know how to put it into a it's no different than going like it's like your side bitch. Like, side bitch knows what I want. She treat me real good. She give me exactly what I need. And then I go home, and this bitch wants to eat ramen and hang out with her mom on Sunday, and no pussy. And like, it's kind of like that. They're giving everybody what they want. Like, it's made for fans, by fans, and they're delivering exactly what the kind of things people want to see.
No,
Whereas,
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. I think you're right. And you know, it's not perfect. You know, it's not perfect, but at the same token, it doesn't have to be better than what the fuck has been shoveled out.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the key. That's the key. And I went back and forth on a video earlier this morning before I got up. I watched it last night and commented on some of it. And I had some good back and forth with people and I had one critique, you know, and my critique was just that, you know, the dialogue. It's like the dialogue. It's you need to focus
a little choppy.
on. You need to focus on dialogue that what George wrote, and not
get so creative.
Yes, like not modern vernacular.
Yeah, don't be indulgent.
Let's stay away from modern. Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Stay away from that. Let's get into what would George do, so to speak. And I know it's just like that video, but let's see real quick. I will show you just a bit, and then I have a video that I just picked up here, and you guys are gonna love it. It's fantastic. But I'm gonna share this quickly right here.
Along with the shocking news.
I don't care about any of that. But if you look at some of this dialogue that's portrayed, okay, this scene right here.
Yeah.
It's like you have Palpatine, and just the dead look on their faces.
The boy needs a new body.
Yes, my lord. His injuries are extensive, but I can rebuild him.
You hear the audio too. Like it's that audio is not within the shot. It's the audio is not mixed properly. It's not.
Yeah.
So it's like now some people they don't even get it. They don't.
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
not
hear
layered
it.
the way it should be.
And so they totally don't.
It's like it's overstepping.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the finest cybernetics in the galaxy.
Angel?
No. This body you will build. It is not to be a gift. It is not to be a blessing.
Yeah, and this is all part
must be.
I mean, this is cool.
A prison?
But to hear the dialogue.
Pain will be his constant companion. Every breath, a reminder of his failure. Every step, a chain that binds him to my will. Design it to be inefficient, outdated, limit his senses. Make him powerful, but only enough to serve me.
See how dead it is? See how dead the dialogue is? That's the one thing. And
because it should have that John Williams ominous cruelty sound to it.
And there's no so for instance, even like this scene right here where he oversteps his bounds.
I have done everything you wanted. You have failed me.
You have failed yourself.
I see how he's like,
What you say, clown?
I mean, it's so there's good parts, there's bad parts. It's tough. Okay, so 3-star. Here's the deal. Okay, this became a major thing on this video because what I
major plot.
I know, right? What I wrote is right here. Dialogue, and I know it's hard for you guys to see it, but I wrote dialogue needs work. Take inspiration from Lucas and not modern vernacular. That was my comment.
Did it fire back on you?
obviously nobody even liked that comment. I guess they don't give a fuck.
Mind your business.
So
Pop.
not one like, but then get this, this comment, this fucking comment. This should have been first episode of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Gets almost 1,000 fucking likes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's, you know, and then another one with 500 is, this is the Star Wars fans want to see, you know. Once again, it says, once AI learns to act, Hollywood is doomed. But anyway, so that was my comment. And so someone else made a similar comment to that. And it got a little out of control, actually, because these people started really hitting hard. Okay. I really want to find it. The only reason why is because it goes to show you that people are still passionate about this. They still care. The problem is that people were defending the dialogue as if it wasn't written by AI, or that it was supposedly the guy who created it and his partner wrote the dialogue. Okay. And it's they're trying to tell you, hey, no, that's what happened, that's the truth. And I just don't know. Like I just don't know. I think that dialogue it needs a lot of work. I think a lot of these shorts, when you listen to the dialogue,
been just a few seconds quicker. If I just anticipated Maul's move, you'd still be alive.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
It should have been you, Master.
What?
Damn, he said, man, she should have died, motherfucker. But anyway, so the thing of it is, though, is I found this video, and it got to play it for you guys. Let me get this back on the right thing here. Okay. Let's pull this up, and I think you guys need to see this.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Yeah, I should have known from the very beginning. From what you said. Yeah, when the mega powers were formed. Yeah, what you were out for from the very beginning. Yeah, you were after what was mine. I remember what you said.
You can destroy the Emperor. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yeah, that one was right. Those words right there. Yeah, I got stuck. Yeah, but I swallowed it anyway. Didn't like the taste, but I swallowed it anyway. Yeah, but I remember the time when there was a conquistador out of the ring. The one that's so jealous that he can't stand it. Yeah, you came in there with your poses. Yeah, but you made a big idiot out of yourself. Yeah, and speaking of idiot things, what about that stupid idea? Did you forget that one? Think back. That right there sealed your fate. Yeah, that put the madness over the edge.
Dude, I'm telling you, I watch that at least once every couple of months, and I laugh my ass off every time I watch it. I'm like, I don't know who made this or whose idea this was, but it is epic.
That's great. I am a big fan of the robot chicken stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's. I spent a lot of time last night clipping several clips so I could trim them up and use them.
Oh, is that one you already had?
Not that one.
Oh, right.
No, I didn't have that one. There were certain ones that I had, but they're all short. You know, I had to chop them up.
Yeah.
And steal them. Let's see here. See if I can find this. All right. So, yeah, I think over time Disney maybe will Lucasfilm take the lead of the fans and start to maybe figure it out. You know, especially if people continue to not show up for these shows and stuff like that, and if other things like this shit is able to be made, you know, and fans flock to it. But I don't think this AI, interpretations is going to just take over the world for Star Wars.
No.
And I think with AI, it's also a thing too of like where there's only going to be a couple things I think that are extremely successful, and then everything else is going to be a copycat. And it's already kind of happened with some of this stuff too. Like I've watched it with some of these, with some of this stuff. That the first couple ones that really take off, like that really do well, that in the public zeitgeist, and then after that, it's diminishing returns. It's just a bunch of bullshit that people make, and it's not as good. Let's see here. All right, get rid of that. I do have a couple videos here that you might like. You might like them. You might not. Let's see here. If I still have it. You know, I saved like 100 freaking stories. Like,
did you ever see that Chad Vader?
Oh yeah.
The grocery store Darth Vader. That's hilarious.
Yep. An old Chad Vader, man,
Some
back
of those
in the day.
guys got huge back during the Vines and the first like couple of years of YouTube.
Yes. I don't know where I don't know, or not she. I don't know where he went. I don't know where Chad Vader went to.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Where in the hell? All right. Okay, so I have a video that you might like. Oh my God! It's not a video. It is okay. Here we go. I want to ask you what you felt about this. All right, Nintendo. Nintendo is now recognizing
fuck that shit, dude.
choose Angie's dating preferences. This is in their games now.
Nintendo's very well known for being a child's console.
Yes. And this is where I just don't really know about this, man. It is very much so. It is extremely popular, but it very much targets children.
Yep.
And this is part of them embracing. Now they're also extremely Japanese.
Yeah.
So this does not shock me, but I am a little curious about this with the dating preferences, male, female, non-binary.
Yeah.
In a little me game, right? The little what were they called? The Meebos or whatever but nonetheless, so yeah, this was a bit of a surprise, I guess, to me when I saw this story. But at the same time, at this point, I guess I should not be surprised. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find anything else. So in Japan, it actually gives you the term other. So in America, they give you the non-binary term to choose from when you're picking your preferences in your game or your character. But in Japan, it is other, is what it is. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, is this? Is it that huge of a group of people that you really
No.
need to go there, and you need to make that your
No.
Selectable gender in a video game, right? You no longer have male female, you have body type 1 and body type 2.
Yeah.
It's and it's one thing for tribalism. It's one thing for like, hey, they don't have black people on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. Of course. Like that. Hello. Like, yeah. This needs to be in the game, right? It's like, no matter if it takes place in like some Nordic fucking but you get my point. So okay, I can see people kind of knocking on that door.
Yeah.
This door, I think that this is a door that can pretty much stay closed.
Yep.
Right. Now, it doesn't mean that, you can't recognize people who decide that they are going to identify as neither. Right. That's fine. You could, in my opinion, honestly, now it doesn't mean I still ain't going to make fun of you, but in my opinion, you can identify as a goddamn, chair leg. I really don't give a fuck. You can identify yourself as a dog's penis. It doesn't matter to me. Because chances are there's not going to be a situation that comes up where I need to know that.
Yeah.
Until that person goes out of their way to make sure that I know that.
Yeah.
Because it can't just be like, this is what I am and nobody asks. It's like, no, you need to ask me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask me. Right. You get it's that thing. Right. So, but yeah, on Nintendo, not a fan of it. It's like you can't get away from it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, the saying, it costs nothing to be nice. It also costs me nothing to be mean.
That's true.
I mean, I'd rather you just leave me alone. I leave you alone. You go on about your crazy, and I'll go on about mine.
That's a pretty funny shit, though. But you're right. It doesn't. It really doesn't.
No, I have that discussion today. Somebody was going on about it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't entertain that shit. What do you mean? I go, I just don't entertain it. I'm like, I'm not entertaining it anymore. So,
well, I think honestly, that's about the way that you kind of have to go about it.
Yeah,
you just have to say, you know what, I'm not playing this game, and you don't play the game, and then you just leave it at that.
Yep.
That's that, and. Look, I get it if, for some people, their job requires stuff. And if you want to be fed, then I guess, you have to follow what your job tells you to do.
That's right.
But, man, I'd say a lot of people, like the GameStop worker or the person at Kroger or Publix, like, nah. Somebody at Wendy's, it's like, nah, I think you're going to be able to go find somewhere else to work.
When I was getting on that plane the other day, coming back home, there was a guy there that was going on, said his name was Michelle. And the lady was just like, your name is Michael. And she's like, and if you're not Michael, you're not getting on this plane. She just told him just straight up, like,
fuck.
You can call yourself whatever you want, but right here on your ID and on your ticket, these are the names that are on here. So
wow.
I told him how the fuck it was. I was like, I thought it was going to go sideways for a minute and we were going to have an incident, but dude shut right the fuck up and got on the plane.
Damn. Well, because, bottom line is, it's like you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
So, let's see here really quickly because I've got some nurses. I got some nurses that are pretty stupid. And I love showing stupid people, but there was one thing that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
If I can. Hang on, because I got it right here. I got two things I want to bring up, but one of them I think most people would actually find interesting. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So we all know about the whole hubbub in Minnesota, right? Well,
oh God, yeah.
The one thing I want to share about this is from Joe Rogan. Okay. I want you to listen to this video. It's only 1:20 long, but this is very, very true what they've done. This is what they did to the pictures of our boy, Mr. Preddy, right?
Preddy.
Okay, so check this out. This is pretty wild.
Did you see what MSNBC did to his image?
Yeah, where they gussied
basically
it up.
did the opposite of what CNN did to me. You know, CNN during the COVID times turned me green, and they made me ugly and look like I was dying, and they made him handsome.
Yeah.
So people would be more sympathetic to him getting shot, which is kind of wild. Like, are ugly people less valuable to MSNBC?
Less marketable?
That is crazy to me.
Insane.
Like, look at the difference.
Okay, look at the image.
Yep, it's absolutely insane.
And this is true. This is
no,
true.
it is.
And so, they and you'll hear Joe Rogan describe everything that they did to this image.
Look at the difference. They shortened up his face. They gave him a little bit of a tan. They widened his face a little bit, it seems like. They just made him a little handsomer.
Yeah,
a little hotter.
They gave him a bit of that Chad jaw, didn't they?
They shrunk his nose a little too, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did. They shrunk his nose, gave him a little bit of a handsome jaw. So he looks like an
They even
American.
made him, if you look at the shoulders, it even looks like they may have plumped up the shoulders there a bit.
A little bit.
Oh,
yeah, the one on the
absolutely.
right looks like he's a little plumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made him look less.
Yeah, they changed the tone of the color. Wild. I mean, they changed his fucking teeth.
Yeah, look, like the tan, the blue on the shirt, the teeth. Look at you can see it. They
absolutely
underneath the mustache, they brought the mustache up and gave him more teeth, so that he has more teeth showing, and they cleaned him up a little bit.
It's ridiculous.
The eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows. Look at the one, his left eyebrow, how it's going up,
symmetrical.
and it's all. Yep, they changed it to make them asymmetrical. It's funny because like this is what they do. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't happen to the other side or whatever side you ever fucking. I'm just talking about people. Okay, the media, MSNBC is trying to portray this shit like this guy was just some guy in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time.
I
right?
about died when they started releasing all the other footage and stuff.
Okay, so
completely destroyed the narrative they were trying to build.
Yes, so that's the other stuff that I wanted to show. Was the other footage.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
No, you're good. You're good, man. It is really no big thing. So let's see here if I can find it. So here's one that we saw right here. I know I'm getting tired too. Here's one image
Right,
that we
because
saw.
this is like the perfect guy. Alex Preddy is the guy you would want to date your daughter. The guy you would want your son to grow up to be. A decent human being who was serving humanity, serving sick veterans, who is, there is nothing that has been said about that man that isn't wonderful. And so they can't malign him. They killed the wrong guy, right? Because this is like the perfect.
All right, spits. He spits on him.
Yeah.
There he's kicking the car.
Yep.
He's cussing at him, cussing him out. Fucking bitch, right?
Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? He was a habitual line stepper.
Yeah.
Is I think regardless, look, is it tragic that this happened to somebody? Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks because it you know why? Because it was avoidable.
Yeah, it was avoidable.
This was completely and utterly yes, absolutely. You're right. It was avoidable, and this is again like for me is that is it illegal to carry a gun? No, it's not. Minnesota, right? But it actually is illegal to take one into what is an active scene.
Yeah, an active scene. So
And
like,
yeah.
I don't know what the rules are in Nashville, but here in Missouri, like several years ago, you had to go and get a license, and you had to take the class and all that stuff in order to conceal and carry. And in that class, they defined everything you can't do, telling an officer you have a gun, not being in a crime scene or in anywhere near a federal or police operation, nothing to put yourself in a position where you could get shot or something be misunderstood.
Right.
And then they changed the law, and now everyone here can conceal and carry. And I mean, you don't know who has a gun and who doesn't. It's like you come to Missouri, you want to run your mouth and not be a fucking asshole, you watch your ass, because everyone around here has a fucking gun. Like, I mean, it's like hillbilly fucking paradise here. And so, like, around here, everyone's very cautious about how they do these things. And then you do have some of these guys that are just fucking cowboys, man, and they do dumb shit. And
well, it's
I hate
also
the fact that dude got shot, but what the fuck, man?
And I've brought it up too. What's going on, Todd C? I've also brought it up as well. Is that again? You're regardless of what's going on, right? Regardless of what you think about something, the fact is that if you put yourself in that position for something to happen, then you can't be surprised when something happens.
Absolutely.
We could debate the logistics of, for instance, with the chick that ran over the officer or agent, is that we could debate about, well, he shouldn't have been in front of the car. Well, it depends. How did that happen? Should she have put her hands on the steering wheel and not been argumentative? Yeah. Should her wife or whatever not gotten out of the car and started talking shit to them and antagonizing people, right?
And the really sad part is, like, this isn't like Democratic or Republican. There's neither way on it.
Yes, correct.
It's a simple fact of you've got these politicians and you've got these celebrities telling you to go down there, make a change, stand up, do this.
Yes.
And in very, very much, the way a lot of people preach and broadcast that shit. And you get these people that get so wound up and think, yeah, I'll do that. Laws don't apply to me. I'll go out there and cause such a trouble. They will never forget my name. They're fucking crazy. And then you go down there and you look at that lady, and she had her car out there, and her wife is out on the side taking videos so they can put it on YouTube.
Of course.
They're doing it to create a scene. They're doing it to cause disruption
for attention. It is for attention. People are eating up the attention.
And they did it till they got into an area of, it wasn't peaceful protests anymore. You're disrupting a federal a federal deal going down here, and you're putting yourself in the way to cause problems, to cause safety issues for us, to totally dismantle what we're trying to do here. And you want to sit on the side of the road and do whatever you want to do, that's cool. But once you start putting yourself in the mix, it's like, dude, don't jump in the fucking mosh pit. What did you think was going to happen?
Well, and that's
it's just dumb.
And the modern phrase is "fuck around and find out."
Yeah.
Right. And look, I love that phrase, but the reality is like, look, again, driving a car, you've heard it your whole life. Either turn the fucking car off, take the keys out of the ignition, put your hands on the wheel, put your hands on the fucking dash, whatever it is. If you are so upset with the police pulling you over, and I know there's going to be people and they say, well, you're not black and you're not whatever. Yeah. Bottom line, though, is that you de-escalate a situation. It's the wisest thing you can do, regardless of who you are, because if you aren't doing anything, and if nothing is going on, if nothing is happening, and I'm not saying mistakes don't happen, chances are nothing's going to happen. And so in both of these instances, it's like, dude, like, chill the fuck out. Like, what is wrong with you? And it's because they're feeling emboldened. They see the attention. They see other people around them. And here's the other realistic part about it. These politicians, that are on TV right now talking about how bad they feel for this in the family, and he was a great man, and he was standing up and helping veterans. They don't give a fuck about that man. He is a pawn.
Yeah, he is a pawn
in their game.
We just got more media, so everyone will hate Trump and ICE, and they'll stir even more shit now.
That is it.
Now we'll start some crazy mob rule bullshit. Like it's so crazy. And I mean, even me, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking asshole. I'm sad that woman died. And I'm sad that she went all the way down there and put herself in a position. And, I'm not going to sit here and go semantics on it. I wasn't the cop in front of the van. I was not in the moment of what happened.
Sure.
So I don't know if that dude felt like he was completely going to get run over or whatever it was that made him fire the gun. I can't make that decision, and no one else can either. Right. It's all speculation. It's all, whatever. You can say whatever you want, but still yet you're wrong.
Yeah.
You don't know. And the same thing on the other, like the gun that he had that SIG, the one that's known for when they got him down on the ground, he's carrying that SIG that's known for discharging. I mean, it is known. Me and my brother went to go buy them, and we've heard nothing but bad reports on them of that gun discharging. And we're like, yeah, I'm not buying that thing.
And
I think it's the worst gun SIG's ever made. It's a big black stain on their fucking legacy as gun makers.
But bottom line is that regardless of what kind it is, it's probably a bad idea.
Absolutely.
To go down there with a concealed gun.
Absolutely.
And then cause shit.
Absolutely. And you can clearly see that that's what he was all about before.
Absolutely.
And he got hurt and got his rib fucked up or whatever there. Right. And this dude 10 days later comes out because he wants round two.
I mean,
round two.
And we've seen the videos of him, so I've seen AI videos of him helping like veterans in the hospital. I've seen real videos of him talking to veterans in a hospital.
Yeah.
Like that and that's something I was talking about with 3-Star earlier tonight. We were talking about we're talking about AI and the usage of AI and how I think a lot of people
absolutely
get tired of it. Exactly, with the concealed carry permit. Right. I mean, it's just not a good idea. Period. I don't give a shit who you are. And I know people will tell you that there's nothing wrong with it. Those are the people that just they're going on their emotion.
Yeah, and the sad fact is that yes, it's our constitutional right to have a gun, and I know several people I know that have no fucking business owning one. It's just that simple, man.
Yeah, but one thing I was going to say a second ago was just that with the AI in particular, that stuff is that what you've got, and it hasn't taken long because we just showed that Will Smith video, right?
Yeah,
is that it's a people will not be able to tell the difference.
No, they won't. You can't believe anything you see anymore.
Exactly. And that is, while it's fun and it's entertaining in some respects, it's a very dangerous place to be because of that and because of mob mentality and because you saw what happened during COVID.
Yep.
You saw what happens during other incidents, right? You saw what happened during George Floyd shit. You saw what happened, the Summer of Love. People lose their goddamn minds and they do stupid fucking shit.
Yeah, and it's not just the AI either, man. You see what they did in the Penguin.
No, that's true.
I mean, dude, it's not just AI. It's fucking insane, the makeup applications.
Right.
Everything. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, and again, like going back to this petty guy that got shot. It's like, could you imagine? And I'm like, imagine being an ICE officer and all this shit's going on. And we've already had this fucking woman that got shot. And the crowds now are getting more angry. They're throwing bricks. They're throwing rocks. This shit's getting out of control over here. And then this shit goes off. And as they're trying to get him pinned down for whatever reason they've got him down for, they pull a gun off of him. And then there's the gun pop, which is what it clearly looks like is what happened. And there's a gun pop. if you're on that much tension and that much pressure, did you make a mistake and accidentally shoot a guy that didn't pull a gun, that didn't pull the gun and shoot it? I would say that's probably true.
Right.
You know, I would say that I don't have any doubt in that.
Yeah.
It's when one shot goes off, who the fuck did it? You know, at that point, it's fire, ask questions later.
Right.
And I really hate the thought of that. I think it's fucking horrible, but you know,
yeah, it is. But
if any of us had been in there and that gun had gone off and we didn't know that he was, and he's reaching back there and he's got whatever in his hands, and we can visibly see when he's pulling up his jacket, he's got another clip in there. Maybe he's got another gun. You don't know.
And you ain't got time to fuck around.
You ain't got time to fuck around and find out. That's right.
It's like, you know, you brought yourself in here. We tried to tell you. We tried to tell you to settle the fuck down. We tried to tell you to sit on the sidewalk. We tried to tell you to fucking chill the fuck out. And you continue to resist those orders.
Yep.
And again, it's the same thing with the chick in the fucking car, or the Sarah Good chick, or whatever
It's
her name is that you resist, you resist, you resist, you resist. Well, I guarantee you, those motherfuckers watch people on TV all the time, watching the news, watching TV shows, and it's like they grow up watching people run from the fucking cops, or they run a red light, or they fucking do this. And I guarantee a lot, until recently, them motherfuckers probably turned to whoever they was dating at the time and said, man, you put your hands on the wheel, you turn the car. You know what I'm saying? And
you don't take chances.
And the last few years, these motherfuckers lose their goddamn minds, and they think that all of a sudden it's fucking, they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
And they literally sit there and flip out.
Get
over
brainwashed.
All the bullshit. And that's the thing, too. They've exposed all this fraud. They've got all the billions of dollars.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
got sanctuary city on their hands. They're trying to pull operations in a sanctuary city where the police and the local government won't help out. So they're put in a position where they're doing an operation on their own, and they don't have the backup they need, which they do. And then you look at the sad fact of it: primaries are coming up, and so they got to strip the shit. You know, people are getting ready to vote, and it's just like, here we go, and it's just a big whirlwind of chaos. And it's good. You know, when you think about that, I guess what people don't think about is like, let's just, my mom, for instance. My mom just turned 79 the other day, and it was her birthday. And my mom's retired. And, you know, I think it's insane that, like, if your mother or your father put Social Security money away their whole lives, and one of your parents died, and then they get to choose whose Social Security they get, what the fuck is that all about? Like, why don't they get both incomes? Because they're both retirement. It's both the money that they earn.
Yeah, no, there's
like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, you both. Yeah, 100%.
That's right. It makes absolutely no sense that your mother doesn't get her Social Security and then also gets your father's. Like, there's no reason why that's not a thing. Like, there just isn't.
Huh.
You know, they put Social Security in the general fund, and then they abuse it, and they use it, and then they're not putting enough back in it. And then you got inflation. So when you look at an elderly person in our country, they're making between $1,900 to $2,300 a month, and they can barely survive on that.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like, if it wasn't for me, you know, I own the house my mother lives in, and I help her even with her utilities, and I take her groceries, and I take care of my mom, you know? And if I wasn't, she'd be fucked. Like, she just would. I mean, she'd be able to pay the bills, but she wouldn't have another fucking dime to her name to spend on anything else or even live her life, you know? And so when I think about that, I think about how much people are struggling, and I look at all these people coming across the border, and then these people coming, like, think about it. If you're sitting in a foreign country and your life is shit and that place is shit, of course you would love to get away from there and go somewhere where you could thrive and have opportunity and not have to worry about, you know, getting your shit kicked in every day and losing whatever you've got. And you come to the border and you come across, and they process you, or they don't, or they don't document you accordingly, and then they throw you on a sanctuary bus with a packet, and then tell you you're going to a sanctuary city. And then when you get there, they're going to, in that packet, they've showed you how to apply for everything you can for free housing, free food, a cell phone, clothing, everything you can imagine, including health benefits. And then you sit there and you go, how much is that costing per per immigrant that's coming. When we have our own people that it's frustrating, man.
So to give you an idea, like in Chicago, for instance, where the mayor up there right now is been trying to pass a new budget because they were a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
And let's see, let's try to find it real quick. And so they spent so much money on bringing in immigrants because they wanted to be welcoming to all these illegals.
Yeah.
And it has absolutely flipped the shit on its head. And what's happened is that now they're having to go in and they're having to put taxes on shit that really the poor black residents in Chicago are going to have to pay for.
Yeah.
So he's tried three different budgets with three different tax plans, and now he's changed it to where it's only going to tax the richest and all the businesses in Chicago. But he spent over $600 million giving. All that money went to immigrants for housing, for health insurance, health care type shit, going to the doctor, giving them free money, gift cards, shit like that. And then he went, in order to make up the deficit, he wanted to borrow $800 million, and then the first payment on principal would be made in 2040, and they'd have to pay back $2.1 billion on this high interest loan, quick cash loan, just to pay off the money they've spent on illegal immigrants in Chicago.
Insane, man.
It is unbelievable. And people are finally coming around to it up there, and they're calling this dude out. But, and I know, in these Democratic-led cities, in these liberal cities, and I know that they will continue to reelect. They will vote the same way.
They will.
And it's like
and
they don't
tell
know
these immigrants,
any better.
Yeah, and they tell these immigrants that are coming over, if you want to keep your food status, you want to keep this, you want to keep that, you make sure you vote Democrat too.
Absolutely.
And it's really wild. And I think that a lot of people just don't see it for what it is. I mean, regardless one way or the other. And then the country's so damn divided. Like, it's almost like we're kind of talking about it. Like, after Vietnam, when people came home, especially in New York City, there was so much segregation between New York City and them trying to go in and gentrify neighborhoods. Even at that point, they were trying to force Black, Mexican, and immigrant cultures out of certain areas so they could buy it cheap, raise prices. When vets came home, they had access to a lot more funds than they ever had before, which put them in a different scale of living, which also forced the rents up in certain areas that made it to where people could live. And then they were literally enforcing or putting drugs out into the neighborhoods to even to cripple them even more. And all this shit was going on. And then the racial division, they literally choked the life out of the 60s and the 60s movement for peace and for unity. And they did everything they could to just turn New York into a fucking time bomb.
Going right into the 70s.
Country.
I agree. It's 100%. It is a very concerted, on purpose effort. And when you see some of the people, when you see some of the or hear some of them speak, and then you wonder, like, who says stuff like this, right? Like, who actually brings this shit on? And it's the politicians who are absolutely, like you said earlier, encouraging you to go out and fight, encouraging you to go out and get in people's faces, encouraging you to go out and like cause trouble. And there's a guy that everybody knows that I've got on this list right here, and I wanted to show it. So everybody knows this guy right here, and so he's calling for a revolution. He says he's calling for a revolution. He said, it's time. He said, some people would die, but the rest of us would survive. They can't take us all down. So let's see what this
is
summit
time
has
for a
to
revolution.
say.
It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. You know, some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people, thus creating a feeling of civil war in the streets, preparing the haters to hate, teaching them how to shoot. They're not even trained right, to kill. This is all a preparation for a very insidious problem that's happening in our world.
Okay, I have something I want to bring up. Number one,
bugging out, still acting crazy.
Yeah, he says our people.
Yeah.
You know, he says it's a bunch of rich old white men. What is this motherfucker wearing?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
What is this piece of shit fucking wearing on his
Jeff
body?
Goldblum shopping in the same store.
Like this motherfucker.
I don't know, man.
Is rich.
He needs a sock hat so he can have a hat on top of it like Billy Bob.
Like, what in the literal fuck is this dude talking about? Okay,
dude, it is kind of funny though because he's wearing the same kind of sunglasses or glasses he had when he played Bugging Out and Do the Right Thing.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of funny. But this is like what we're talking about. You've got these celebrities that don't even operate on the level that the rest of us do. They live in fantasy land and shit like that, and then they want to come back and start talking about rights and how it's affecting everyone. It ain't affecting you, bro.
Oh, 100%.
It's
right.
just kind of crazy.
That.
And
Yes.
you know, and there's celebrities out there that will call them like Kurt Russell. Like he's like, yeah, I don't need to be involved in politics. I don't live in the same planet you guys do. Like for me to say something is just bullshit.
Absolutely.
I'm not even down in the trenches with the rest of you. So it's like, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't really affect me. And it doesn't.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, man. I think it's just so fucked up. But the more these celebrities and everyone keeps pushing, and you know, and Trump's guilty of it himself, dude. He runs his fucking mouth and he stirs everybody up. And even on the January 6th thing, did he say march down there and fight this? He did, and he also said peacefully. If you watch the whole video, he does say peacefully. And then everybody just lost their minds and went too fucking far, man. And they have lots of proof that a lot of it was incited.
People hear what they want to hear.
And they do. They want the chaos. They want the narrative. They want shit burning in the streets. They want it so they want the visual of it being so much worse than it really is. And people that think that like people aren't getting paid to protest and all that shit. That's a lie. One of my best friends, Drew, up in Chicago, he owns his own digital company and he does videos and all this stuff. And he gets called in to do all these events and stuff. And he's like, dude, I met a guy the other day, told me he had a job for me, handed me his card. And then he was showing me the emails. And he was like, dude tried to recruit me. Yeah, we pay this much and we pay you this much for footage. And we'll tell you where to be and what to look for because we'll have you. And he was like, this is crazy.
It's well known.
And he's a Democrat.
I know. No. It is, but it's sad because I think that ultimately it's become where the obvious is true.
Yeah.
Right. It's no longer, it's no longer a secret. It's no longer behind the scenes. It's being talked about. It's being shown. It's being
the pallets of bricks and rocks and all the dude. It's nuts.
And yet. That's the part for me that's so, I guess, scary about it is that you would think the common sense would get people through, that they would start to really back away and start going, okay, these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This
We're
shit
all
is
being
crazy.
manipulated. Can you not see this?
Yes. And yet, no, it continues to keep going. And it is frustrating because, like I said, no matter which side that you fall on, it's just scary to me that people can't take a step back outside the bubble and look at it, regardless of what side. It's like, look, some things just aren't right.
Yeah.
Like it's not okay.
No.
Right? You know what I mean? It's just not okay. and a lot of the shit that's going on up in Minnesota, right? I mean, look, I'm sorry, folks. You cannot just let people come in unfettered into your country and take over cities and towns. It's not good. The multicultural effort that's been going on for years now is not working. It's putting a burden on taxpayers. It's putting a burden on neighborhoods. It's putting a burden on schools. It's putting a burden on hospitals. It's putting a burden on DMVs. It's putting a burden on the local economies of places that have been absolutely affected. You know, it's not, people just say it's so simple. It's like, well, what's the big deal? You just let me. It's not that simple. There are major ramifications for, and it's one thing trickling in. It's a different story when you had under Biden these mass numbers of people just crossing over every day. Millions of people just coming in every day. It does way more harm than good. You can't vet people. You don't know who is who. It's not good. It's just not good. Regardless of how you feel about the humanity part of it, you have to be reasonable.
It sucks. You can't believe what you see, what you hear, what you read, what's scrolling on your phones. Like, dude, people that are believing any of that shit without like really waiting for the research and the shit to come out on it is just insane.
Yeah.
And even like these Epstein files that came out, if you're releasing the Epstein files, why is anything redacted? Why is it redacted anything on it? What are you hiding?
I agree.
It's insanity to me. And then you also have to think about that on the level of you guys have had these Epstein files now for years.
Oh, this is
and now you're putting them out, and it's like, so how much time have you had to manipulate them or make whatever false narrative you wanted?
Well, you already know that
it's insane, dude.
And everybody knows it. And you know, having conversations with people who talk about, you know, well, you know, I want to see these people go to jail. You know, Trump was running on a platform of making sure these people are going to pay for what they've done. These politicians that go in worth $100,000 and then 4 years later they're worth, you know, $72 million, right? Like, how does that shit happen? We all know how it fucking happens. But guess what? What ain't gonna happen? You ain't gonna see none of them motherfuckers paying the price.
Nope.
You know, it's not going to happen.
Nope.
And so I agree. It's
all this talk and no convictions.
100%. No matter how much you like a politician or how much you like somebody, that's just the truth of it. I mean, it just is. I mean, it sucks, and it's like, but that's really the way that it is. They are all going to protect each other. It's a lot of bark, no bite. Every now and then you'll see some bite, but not often. So let's see here. Oh, somebody's hitting me up on the Steelers talk. Anyway, so look, I do have to work in the morning. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm pretty beat. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely a little tired. I did have a couple videos to finish up on that I thought maybe you would enjoy. And hopefully YouTube doesn't strike me down. They have a tendency of enjoying that. Let's see here. You might know this one. And you might not.
Strap-on spelled backwards is no parts. Until we meet again, remember.
What was the I saw one the other day that said, remember, if you're uncircumcised, that's a hoodie your girlfriend can't steal.
How about this one? Some of you guys may get a kick. Some of you guys may get a kick out of this one. I found this one to be quite fascinating, and maybe you'll enjoy it.
I'm gonna be honest. One time, I thought it'd be a good idea to let my ex-girlfriend peg me. Turns out, pretty gay. 100%. Just the tip is still gay. But peg me once, I'm adventurous. Peg me twice, I'm gay. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not gonna argue with him at all. I'm like, right on. Jesus.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
I think it was like last Thursday or Wednesday. The internet was just on fucking fire, bro. They were dropping so many hard ones. They were hilarious.
Dude, I believe it. I promise you. There are times I tune in and I'm like, oh, shit. Motherfuckers, natives are restless tonight.
Yeah.
See, I saved a fucking... All right, I guess I'm going to have to archive the URLs and shit because I have some stuff that I've saved and from Instagram. And the problem is it's taking all my videos, and when I go to click on it on my Stream Deck, it's bringing up a different thing that I didn't even save. It's like not what I saved at all, and it's something completely different. And it's like you just copy and paste the URL, and then you stick it on the button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You hit the button, it brings the web page up, and you can share it. But like, yeah, it's like everything that I'm bringing up saved for about 3 of them. Every time I've gone to hit a button, it's like bringing up some random Instagram post that is not what I like. I had some nurses that were doing some dumb shit. I had some stupid retarded college liberal girls. I had like this
that was a good one.
Yeah. This is the chick, wanting for 12-year-old
it's very
12-year-olds to have
to
abortions.
Like a showbiz guy in charge is surreal. I mean,
Leah's been in and out of rehab her whole life.
Well, she's fucked up right here.
Oh, I bet.
Like, you can listen to her voice. She sounds like a fucking fruitcake.
Is surreal. I mean,
listen,
because now I'm actually pretty horrified by how strategic and effective this whole thing has been, and I think there's a real disconnect in all of the noise around like the individuals that are going to be really taking the hits on a individual, like a human basis, in the trans community, gay community, black community, women, like the I hate violence so much, and I just think it's that's the part of it. Like, this country's always had insanity, but to really have like a death toll and be willing to do that is a pill too great for me to swallow. Like, beyond the sort of dialectic around oligarchs and whatever else, it's like when I think of the kids, or like the 12-year-old girl that can't get an abortion or something, or it's that's what really like rips me apart.
Yeah, we definitely want to think about and pray for the 12-year-old girl who can't get an abortion. I think so, and I know where she's going with that, but I gotta say this: what the fuck was that?
I have no idea. I was gonna my brother's like next level though. He's next level on the, like, whereas I buy toys, he buys guns, and he buys guns like an insane level. Like, it's not even, I mean, it looks like he has his own like pawn store or something. Like, it's insane. He's the guy at home making ammo all the time. Like, he's nuts. So we're hanging out yesterday. I was like, hey man, I picked you up a new hat. And because I noticed like the one he normally wears starting to get a little wear on it. So I bought him a new hat. He goes, I got you something too. And I go, what'd you get me? And he pulls this giant machete out. And he's like, got that for your bug out bag.
Let me see. Pull that up again. Listen.
I was
yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't really have a bug out bag. He goes, yeah, you do. I bought you one. And I was like, all right, thanks. I'm like, I don't have that kind of shit just laying around ready to go, bro.
Holy
now
shit.
you do. I got you taken care of.
That's awesome.
I'm like, thanks, dude. I'll go put it in my new bug out bag for when all hell breaks loose and I need a machete for something.
So
Just
hey,
love him
man.
to death, but you never, dude. He'll walk up to me sometimes and just hand me a box of ammo. Dude, here, I had some extra ammo in the car. I thought you could use some.
Hey.
I go, we just got hamburgers, dude. What did you think I needed a whole box of fucking ammo for? Like, but
Hey,
thank you.
That's pretty fucking sweet. All right,
It cracks me the fuck up.
So I wanted to share something. I don't think it's gonna let me do it because it's let's see.
Like,
Yeah,
you really
it's-
think I'm gonna make it far enough to get to my bug out bag and go somewhere? I'm like, dude, I'm old, I'm fat, and I'm a big target. Like, I'm gonna die, just so you know. Like, let's not act surprised about this. Just ridiculous. The fucking guy.
Actually, okay. So I want to show you guys something. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to share my screen. Okay? And this is fucking wacko, folks. This is fucking wacko. This makes no sense. If I can get this shit to load, god damn you. So I'm trying. I want to show you something. I really do. Hang on. Maybe I can crop this motherfucker. Open file. No. Edit. Give me the editor. Man, this is gonna piss me off. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I just want to show you what is on my screen because StreamYard is an interesting little.
I saw it updated again too. I saw a bunch of shit.
Well, they did update, but there's also something else. I'm just gonna do my own window here. Just do my own rectangle window. And I want to show you what I got a message from StreamYard a few minutes ago. Okay?
Yeah.
And show you what it showed me. There we go. All right. Capture. Okay, let me open this up and I'm going to share this screen because I want you guys to see this shit. This is so fucking so weird to me. Let's see. Share. No. God. Save. I don't care. Whatever. Save it. Save it as a download. There you go. Boom. Good. All right. Let's see if I can pull this up. So every now and then you get the weird messages from StreamYard. They give you some just strange little messages. And this is a message that I got when I tried to type a comment. And you can read the comment. It's on my screen right now, and I think you've probably been able to see it, I believe.
In the back?
Let's see. I think this is it right here. Yeah. So I tried to type in, okay. They are so glad this happened up there because it has taken the public eye off of the fraud going on. They're so glad the shotting, it says shotting, took the heat off. I hit enter, and this is the error message I got from StreamYard. YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. Now, why would YouTube... I've been chatting on this account time and time again. Why would YouTube think that this particular comment is spam?
They are so glad this happened up there.
And it was response to Todd C saying it went from exposing the fraud that was going on in Minnesota to ICE raids and protests. And I was like, yeah, that's what they want. They want to take your mind off all the fraud, the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Usually when the scrubbers find things like that, it means that they've done a massive keyword search on common things that have to do with. So like Minnesota, like they know the words that you're putting in there, so they're flagging it as spam.
But I didn't put any words in there. The only thing I put was fraud, shotting. Not even, it's supposed to be shutting down.
Yeah.
Glad shooting. It's supposed to be shooting, but I didn't even get shooting in there. I got shotting.
And you didn't put Minnesota in there or anything?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Strange.
Isn't that shit
That's
weird?
strange. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, look, I'm ready to hop off of here. It's time to say goodbye to all our company. Thanks all all of you for hanging out tonight.
Yeah.
You guys are troopers.
Listen to us babble.
That's right.
Trust me, the phone calls are much worse.
Let's see. Yeah, you two can't be having time about shotting on air now. Yeah, there's no shotting here, ladies and gentlemen.
No shotting in here.
Right? And Todd, I got to tell you, as far as getting your salad toss, man, I'm a member of the Booty Lick Club.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm like, get it on, girl. Do your thing.
That's a first date over here.
I do that shit through the phone.
I hope you enjoyed your Bacardi and Coke. Hope the ass eating again.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. I got to work in the morning, and I did not sleep great last night. So yeah. So I've been up all day zombifying around the house. So I think finally I should be able to get some decent sleep tonight. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Anyway, hey, thanks for hanging, dude.
Yeah, man.
For sure. I know tomorrow and gonna be a little crazy possibly. So I figured, what the heck, man? We'll hang tonight. It's always fun.
Cool.
I guess stick around for a second after we bounce out of here, and I'll let you know. Anyway, all right. Thanks, guys. I will see y'all Tuesday night with Matthew for the evening blend, and we'll see what we can dig up for you and see what. There's a few stories I hung on to for Tuesday that we'll go over them. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Tuesday. War chest full of toys is the shit. And I guess I'll see you in a few days, y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I do have one thing I have to play, and I forgot it the other day.
So long, gay boys!